Word up. Hey! It's your boy DJD. Smack Talk King, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, there go Roy coming in. Roy coming in the building. Joining us in the Smack Talk. Get down, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. What's up, Roy? You there, baby? You on mute, Roy? Oh, okay. Here come your audio. You there? Okay, I can hear you. Hold on. Go ahead and talk. Hold on. Let me get your audio over here to. Let me see. Right here. Right here. Okay, go ahead and talk, Roy. There you go. I got you.
What's wrong with y'all audio on this thing, man?
No, I got you. I got you loud and clear, Roy.
I know I can't hear you.
Really? Hold on.
Must be me. Hold on.
Microphone. Let me go with. Let's try this. How about now, Roy? Can you hear me now? Wait, you muted, Roy. Oh, that's me muted.
You coming over here?
Let me see, Roy. Let me go with same assistant. Let's see if that'll. How about now, Roy?
Hey.
You can hear me?
Barely.
Really? Hold on.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Don Electric checking in.
I got you.
You got me now?
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. Y'all hold tight 1 second. Don Electric in the building.
What's up, Rev? You on mute.
You on mute, Rev.
What's happening? What's happening, Roy? Look like you sitting back chilling.
Oh, Carl Jacob, finally in the building. We've been missing you, Carl.
I'm in LA, man.
Oh, with my monitor.
A swamp in Florida, boy.
Carl Jacobs is in the building. What you got on your head, blood?
I know you
didn't join the Nation of Islam?
Yeah. Hey, I can't have this up there like that.
Oh, yeah, come on. Come on, AB. You looking like Antonio Brown now, blood.
You look like Don King. Hey, why you scare his video away, man?
Hey, you done made your camera shut down on purpose.
You see how I wrapped it up. Come on, man.
Man, I ain't know you. Hey, I ain't know old cat like you still had all that hair on your head like that, man.
Hey, that's still from COVID.
Man, hold on 1 second, man. Let me get the folks over here on Facebook, man. Of course, folks is already hitting me. Talk about what's the link? What's the link? I've been putting the link up. How many days? Well, at least since yesterday.
Some people are slow.
Yeah, some. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me change one thing. What is that on? 3. Mic condense. There we go. There we go. There we go. What's up over there on Facebook? What's over there on Facebook?
What's going on, Carl? Hey, what's happening now? How you doing, fellas? Hey, I'm doing all right, man.
Let me get
It looks like I'm hanging, man. It looks like a turkey got on his head.
We got Brenda Strong and Wiser 49ers over there on Facebook. Joe Fish all the way from Singapore in the building. Who else over there? Tap in, y'all. Come on, join us on Zoom. The link is in the comments. Quit playing. Quit being scary. Bam. There go the link again, and I'm going to pin it for y'all. Okay, I'm going to pin the doggone. Y'all be killing me, man. Y'all be killing me. Come on, join us on Zoom.
It's a dead Sunday night football game, man.
Man, Dallas is destroying them guys, man. Mr. Jones over there, that dude is trash. First class trash. The dude is.
I'm
talking about Jimmy and Jones. Jimmy Garoppolo need to be kicked out the league, bro. I'm serious, dude.
No, that's your boy.
That ain't nothing. No, that's y'all 49ers boys.
No, y'all got.
He just happened to be on the Raiders this year.
Well, you guys got him.
Yeah, we unfortunately we do, as you can see in today's game.
Hey,
every time we got a fire sale, y'all come on over.
You know, the Niners and the Raiders been swapping players since when? Since when? Didn't Jerry Rice go to the Raiders at one time? Didn't Ronnie Lott go to the Raiders at one time? Didn't Garrison Hurst go to the Raiders? Didn't Garrison Hurst go to the Raiders at one time? Remember Garrison Hurst?
I think he did.
Garrison Hurst.
Name some Raiders that came over to the Niners.
Some Raiders that came to the Niners?
We would not take them cats.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Yeah, I can't tell you.
Ain't been none.
Name any team that a Raider has been to. That's not the Raiders tradition. We normally don't. Our players usually stick with us till their career's over.
Hey, but Garoppolo did hit some big throws at the end to get y'all the victory.
Hey, D, they stick with the Raiders till their career over because nobody else wants them.
Well, I mean, they too old to play anymore. Name a player that left the Raiders and went somewhere in their prime. Jerry Rice went where when he left the Raiders? To the Jets or something like that? Who did Jerry Rice went to somebody else after he left the Raiders?
I think it was Kansas City. Was it Kansas City?
The Jets or something like that. I think it was the Jets. I don't know. We'd have to look that up. We'd have to get on that and look it up.
I think it might be Kansas City.
Was it Kansas City, Jerry Rice? I know Marcus Allen went to Kansas City from the Raiders. Montana went to the Raiders. I mean to Kansas City, and that's one Roy Marcus Allen, and they lost in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Marcus Allen went from the Raiders to Kansas City, and Joe came over there, and Joe was like a play away from going to the Super Bowl with them guys. Yeah, man, they had a nice squad.
They all come back home and retire where though?
Say again?
The Bay Area.
They all come back home and retire. DeBartolo keep it real with them cats.
Well, you're supposed to, man. You're supposed to. Wherever you play the longest, I think that's where you should retire from. You know what I mean?
DeBartolo, come on, that's mafia.
That's just class. Yeah, and then if you cross DeBartolo on them, you wind up in the river somewhere with some center block shoes on.
That's real talk. That's what I got.
Some cement shoes.
Some of them center blocks, they be building retaining walls, be tied to your feet when they find you. You got your jersey on and them cement shoes. That's it.
You could be in the structure of a building somewhere.
Yeah. They go break land and go build a high rise and pull you up. They go, oh man, here go Don Letcher, man. He retired from Kansas City after being with them for one season. And he was a Niner for 20 seasons and he tried to retire with a Kansas City jersey on. We ain't having that. Hey, Ronald Malone say Terry Bradshaw could have helped him out today. Talk about Pittsburgh. I don't think Terry Bradshaw would have been able to help him today, man. You know, hey, I told y'all the Niners is the fastest team on both sides of the ball, pretty much either one or two in the league. That's all I can say. I don't like the Niners organization, but I can't. Talent is talent, man. Talent is talent.
12-5.
Say again?
And they're going 12-5.
The Niners, you think so? What's that, man?
Yes, sir. And I'm watching your Raiders.
What is it?
This might be the only winner they have that they can rejoice.
Oh, Jerry. Oh. Look, I got backup over here. I got the backup stats crew over here. Jerry Rice played for Seattle and Denver. San Francisco, 1985 to 2000. Oakland Raiders, 2001 to 2004. Played for Seattle Seahawks, 2004. And Denver Broncos with an asterisk, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that asterisk with the Denver Broncos meant. But yeah, he played for Denver. That's crazy. Dang, I didn't know. I don't even remember that. Do y'all? I don't remember him playing for no Denver Broncos.
Maybe that's why he got an asterisk.
Yeah, maybe he got traded and just
it don't matter.
Didn't play.
We know where he got his glory from.
Didn't play. Kevin Allen, what's up, baby? Join us on Zoom, man. The link is in the comments. Ronald Malone, Tom Brady, anybody, man. Damn. Hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers was just, hey, man. Them guys is a bunch of young guys, man. Tomlin will get them together. Tomlin's a heck of a coach, man. He'll get them together. What he need to do is sit down. What's his name? That quarterback they got.
Ain't nothing wrong with that quarterback, man. It's our defense, bro.
Okay. Yeah, y'all got a good defense, but
we're gonna make a whole lot of quarterbacks look like that this year. And Bosa didn't even get off.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't worth all that money. He had 1 tackle and 1 assist. And he supposed to be the highest paid defensive end in the league.
He just got back last week.
But why was they showing he's a monster and a beast and he's such in great shape in the warm-ups? Every analyst today was showing how great a shape this dude was in. Not only that, didn't y'all coach go in the press conference the other day talk about how great a shape he was in and he's ready to come back and make a difference? Did he say that?
So
he ain't been in camp for 3 days.
I'm just saying what your coaches and the analysts are saying. I'm just repeating what they said.
But his DPOY don't mean nothing, right?
I'm just telling you what the people were saying, man.
Well, who cares? He's still the man. He got paid. Look at Burrow. Burrow got $275. Look what he.
And what did I say different about him? I said Burrow the same thing. He scored 3 points today. He didn't even score. The field goal kicker did. And they gave him $275. I said the same thing about him. What's up, VL? What's up, James?
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome, gentlemen.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hey, what's going on, Roy?
Yeah, I said the same thing about Burrow. I said the same thing about him. I said, how do you pay this dude $275 million and he ain't produced no hardware?
But Burrow didn't get. I mean, only thing he went to was the last 2 years. I think he went to the AFC Championship game and then he won a playoff game. This man, he's got double-digit sacks the last 3 years.
Wait a minute.
Proven to be one of the best defensive players.
Oh, that's right. The Niners didn't go to the Super Bowl against Cincinnati, right?
Nah.
Kansas City. Oh, okay. What year was that when they were talking about rematch of the Niners and Cincinnati? That was
supposed to have been last year.
Burrow ain't been to the Super Bowl yet, huh?
No.
They lost to Mahomes them, right? In the AFC Championship. They lost to them guys in the that's right, they sure did. AFC Championship, they lost. Again, even more. Why would this dude get a contract like that? For what? And then go out there and
they just trying to keep their franchise quarterback. That's all.
Well, you know,
quarterback, and that's who they're gonna roll with for the next several years.
Well,
this quarterbacks are hard to come by.
Well, yeah.
And he he just had a bad game, but he's a good quarterback. I'll take him over top five quarterbacks in the league.
You would take him over the top 5, or you about to name the top 5?
He's top 5 quarterback in the league.
Name top 5. What's your top 5 quarterbacks?
Mahomes. Your boy for Buffalo.
Josh Allen.
Lamar Jackson.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put Burrow in there, and you can go right the way Tua looking, man. But I really don't,
Right now.
So right now they got.
And you got Jalen Hurts.
Yep. Right now they got this the top 10. They got the top 10 listed. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Justin Herbert, Stafford, Prescott, Rodgers, and who was these guys? Rodgers. Whoa, wait a minute, wait. This is the guy. This has Josh Allen's, Mahomes, Herbert, Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts, Stafford, Lamar Jackson, and Kyler Murray. Scratch Richardson. He don't even need to be listed as a quarterback after the way he played today. He need
I
to.
don't see how they got Anthony Richardson up there.
That's what I just.
Rookie, right?
That's what I just said. He don't even need to be listed as a quarterback in the league. Period.
And Mr. Irrelevant, he nowhere to be found, and he balling out.
Yeah, he ain't even on the top 10. He ain't. Let me see something. Yeah, even on this who is this?
He will win this season over
This
with
other
Watt.
list, they got Burrow, Rodgers, Mahomes, Tua, Herbert, Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Prescott, Cousins, and Jared Goff. I don't see how.
That's because where them cats was drafted at.
They don't have freaking Buffalo quarterback on here. Allen?
Josh Allen there.
Not on this list. Top 10. They don't have him on this list.
Oh, come on, man.
Look, bro, ESPN, NFL, look it up.
You might as well throw that list in the garbage then.
Well, ESPN listed it, bro. I'm just reading what they list. Okay, I see what they doing. This is what they doing. They listing them as like in categories. So they got like accuracy. So the top 10 for accuracy. Then they got the top 10 for what's the next category? The next category is best touch. Who has the best touch? Then they got who's the top 10 with the best mechanics. They got. That's how they listing it. Field vision. They listed it like that in these categories.
Hey, D, I got it where it says top 10 quarterbacks 2023 from 10 going down to number 1. Dak Prescott 10, Aaron Rodgers 9, Trevor Lawrence 8, Deshaun Watson 7, Justin Herbert 6, Lamar Jackson 5, Jalen Hurts 4, Josh Allen 3, Joe Burrow 2, and Mahomes number 1. So they got Joe Burrow top 3 quarterback in the league this season, coming into the 2023 season.
So that's Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, Allen, Herbert, Rodgers, Lawrence, Jackson is what I see. Yeah, they got a couple of different lists, but yeah, I mean pretty much. Okay, this is like you say, top 10. What the heck? Going backwards. Prescott, Rodgers, Lawrence, Watson, Herbert, Jackson.
That's game day.
Hurts, Josh Allen 3, Burrow 2, Mahomes 1. But they got, Tua's not in the top 10?
Tua was hurt all last year, basically.
And still probably had better numbers than a lot of cats that played the whole season. You know?
Yeah, he had that concussion.
Like Jones and freaking that knucklehead that he played for. What's the name? They won today too, huh? Who does freaking Baker Mayfield play for?
Damn, who does he play for?
Baker Mayfield plays for who? I seen him throw a nice touchdown today, though. I did see that. He did throw a good one.
Well, is it Cleveland or Cincinnati? Cleveland, one of them.
Is it? No, he not at Cleveland. Baker Mayfield
He got traded, right?
He at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Okay, so we got LaRue. Hey, LaRue, man, why don't you come over to Zoom, bro? Come on over, because you be saying you got comment after comment after comment. We've been on 5 minutes. You got 15 comments. I'm razzing you, bro. It says Nick Bosa. He says Nick Bosa's 49ers might have fallen short of Super Bowl, but his efforts did not go unnoticed. Bosa was named the Associated Press NFL Defensive Player of the Year on Thursday night at NFL Honors. Stop being a hater. I ain't never said I hate the dude. I just don't think he deserved all that money. Get some hardware. Hey, get some hardware.
I know, man. Let the owners keep the money, man.
Get some hardware. Get the trophy.
Let the owners keep all the money. Forget the players.
Nah, get the trophy. Get the hardware. Why pay
Lamar Jackson ain't got nothing. He got paid.
Lamar Jackson has put the numbers up, right? He put the numbers up, right? Who else on their team do Baltimore have? Who?
They had Hollywood Brown. They got Mark Andrews. He didn't do it by himself.
And ain't neither one of them dudes led the league in nothing. None of the seasons that they played.
Hey, Deshaun Jackson got paid. He didn't get no money.
Who?
Most of his contract, Deshaun Watson.
Only the
Deshaun Watson had other stuff going on. That's what was going on with him.
And most of that money he gonna need.
Yeah, he got other stuff going on.
He got paid after he had all that issues with all them women.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I think that was
and he
more.
Still got paid.
Yeah, that's because it was more to them women than just him. That's why they paid him. Because how do you pay a dude that's got pending charges like that? Unless it's something he got on you. If they don't have nothing to do with that, they don't pay him no money like that. But because the organization or somebody hired in him or the coaches probably has something to do with the reason why he was even able to do that. They probably gave him the green light on having these masseuse and all this kind of stuff. Something above and beyond what every other player was having. I ain't never heard of that. Guys,
well, where it's off, sometimes where it's smoke, not always fire.
Well, hey, man. Y'all, anybody ever heard of that before? Any sport that players have their own personal masseuse and stuff coming, traveling with them and all of that stuff. I've never heard of that. This is a first for me. It's a first. I've never heard that.
Dude, there's so much crazy stuff going on. You remember, what's his name? He had a house across the, Jerry Jones had a house across the street from the stadium that they would.
And he was housing what over there? What did he have over there?
That's what all the players went to do their dirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what they dirt. Come on, man. These coaches, man. These owners, they know what they doing. They know we can't control these young black men or whatever they doing or whatever. And we can't, let's get a handle on it. We don't care as long as they perform for us on Sundays.
Yeah. And if anything happened where we might be in jeopardy of being exposed, guess what? Give them what they want. Give them what they want within reason. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't at least it don't look like we involved.
And that goes back as far as Magic Johnson when he played with the Lakers. Bus knew what time it was.
Yeah, Bus was a pimp his doggone self. Bus was knocking him out, knocking him over too.
Yeah.
You know, he was knocking him dead. He was like, hey, Magic, come check this out, man. Not only you gonna get to play for us, but check this out. This other stuff I got going on. And eventually, look how it came out. It was exposed, but look how it came out, though.
Real talk.
You know?
Real talk.
He like, come over here and check that. Hey, it's a whole nother get down in this NBA, Magic. Check it out. And Magic being young cat, you know, getting that 25-year, $25 million contract. He the man, the face of the franchise, all that jazz. Oh, sure, boss. You know, I'll come over here.
You can't, you know, somewhat, man, it's just crazy, man. You know, you got a young kid coming from the hood, the ghetto, never had nothing. And not only is he dodging all the sharks and all this, man, but the shark-infested waters of these women. Come on, man.
Bro,
Come on, man.
Like Vic in San Antonio with the Britney Spears situation. Like Vic in San Antonio.
Hey, man, I can't understand how I can't understand a player would want to be married in the first place. I mean, you in pros, why get married, man? And that's your career. Like, why get married and you know that kind of stuff is out there?
Well, because you want a stable life. Come on, Rev. Rev, you getting in your lane now.
Hey,
Yeah,
but then you see, but if you don't have the upbringing or you don't have the support team, you know what I mean, to show you, hey, look, you 19 with $10 million and you travel in the world or you travel in the States playing pro ball. Somebody got to say something.
Well, it's a maturity thing and a lifestyle decision. You got to know what you're getting for, and it's a lot to adjust. I wouldn't say do it in your first year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it at all. I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna wait until I'm ready. I'm gonna retire and get married.
Hey, I'm gonna get Rev to start preaching. Come on, that's the reason why they say money is the root of all evil. When you put that money first, when that money becomes a priority, come on now.
I'm gonna take you to Outcast. Cash rules everything around them. But you're right. It's the love of money.
Yes, sir.
And they see that, like you made a point, Carl, that coming from the hood, ain't never had no money.
Right.
Drop all this money in your lap, and you don't know what to do with it, and you start chasing the money because you're chasing the glitter, the glam, and the groupies and everything. Because you're right, the shark-infested waters is there in everything, not just football, but basketball, baseball, entertainment in general. That women are chasing the bag, and you get caught up because you don't know no better, and it takes maybe a lesson to learn.
And the agents and the NBA have programs to show you how to conduct yourself with the media, how to conduct yourself when you're out, how to protect yourself with security, and all those things are provided.
But they can be provided. But the point is, do you take advantage of them?
Well, the kid that comes from an Ivy League school gets drafted, well, is gonna follow the protocol, gonna follow the policies and procedures. The young kid that was hanging out in the Bronx last season, you know, playing college ball that gets drafted, more than likely is not following protocol. They got that money and they gonna try to look, the family get one kid that go to college and get drafted into the pros, guess what? The whole family see dollar signs. So guess what? Long as he providing a house for mama and helping auntie and his little brother get out of jail and this and that and taking care of his group of homies, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about anything he does that's wrong, a la Ja Morant. You know what I mean? And he came from a good family. Well, I guess good business-minded family, because from what I hear, his family was already doing pretty good prior to him even getting in the league.
He came from a middle-class family.
So think about the kid that comes from a family, you know, that don't have, you know. Say again, Don?
They don't. To be real, it doesn't matter where you come from. Money can change anybody. It does change some people.
Absolutely.
Well,
Just think about it. Look at this dynamic. If you went to a Catholic school and when the nuns got on you, as soon as you got an opportunity to get out of there, you go wild.
Exactly. Again, Young kid from the ghetto get $10 million. What they do? Go wild. But there's a few exceptions to the rule, because you get some guys that, you know, somebody may come by and swoop them up. It might be an entertainer, you know what I mean? It might be another sports figure, you know what I mean? That like, hey man, come here. Let me pull you under my wing and say, look, this is what's up, you know, and show them the ropes. But you right, nowadays the numbers with this money is so just out there, It's like you can get anybody to do anything with $1.
And money changes your circumstances and your access.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it does, for sure.
Positive thinking.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, hey, listen up. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about, man. I mean, I know all y'all saw Coco yesterday.
Yeah.
I think every black household probably was tuned in. Girl.
With that,
I mean, I don't know. We was in that group chat, and somebody said it felt like Black History Day.
Yeah, it did. It did.
history was made, man.
With Coco and Colorado winning.
Yeah. That was the point.
Well, gentlemen, no ladies have joined us in yet. Let me address these comments right quick on Facebook. We gonna pick who today's host is gonna be. And remember, you will go ahead and host the show. I gave y'all the script already. If you read the text message that I sent y'all, or even the announcement for the Zoom, the script is already there. It's plain. And Roy just named most of the topics for today's show. So we got Ronald Malone. He wanted to dedicate the Niners win today to his brother James Malone, who passed away. His mom, who passed away, that was a big 49er fan, as well as a Giants fan. The Giants is playing right now too. I don't know if they winning. So big ups to the fam, Ronald. Prayers up to you, man, and your fam, man. LaRue is he said Bus is a pimp. Was a pimp. Hey y'all, join in on Zoom. The link is there. Dion Otis, he says, stop it, you're not a team without the coach. Trey Lance, that was last week when he was screaming about Shanahan. We ain't gotta even address that. Big ups to those joining in. Justin, I see you. Join us on Zoom, folks. It's wide open. Join us on Zoom. Otherwise, you're gonna be listening, because we about to get into it. Big ups to those checking in. Ravada Clarkson, I see you. Ronald Malone, I see you. Big ups to y'all. Appreciate y'all checking in. So with that, we're about to pick our host of the day. Opening day, NFL. So like I say, the topics or the order of, you do in your own order, but the topics are listed in that text that I sent to everybody. It's even in the post that went on Facebook. James, I don't know what happened to you, man, but come on back. Again, Smack Talk Get Down crew every Sunday, 7 p.m. Come rep your squad. Right here on Facebook Live, YouTube, as well as now Zoom. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going strictly Zoom. So for all you cats that's scared to come on board on Zoom, eventually you'll have no choice. Word up. So with that, we got two ways we could do this, folks. I could just pick somebody, or I could take the 5 names, put them in a hat, and pick them out. What y'all want to do?
Don't put them in that Raider hat, though, man.
We got VL, we got Don, we got Roy, and we have Carl. Here we go. Here go the pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna pass.
So I'm gonna ball them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
So
I got 4. I got 4.
But I didn't get a chance to look at the memo, so I don't.
No, you did. You wouldn't have tuned in. You had to click on the link. It was right there. Plus, you was one that said some craziness last week. I told you get ready. Because you only 3 games away from putting this Raider hat on. That I already bought another one, just like this. See this, Don? This gonna be you next week. Look at that. Nice snapback, baby.
I ain't seen it yet, so
nice snapback. It'll be in the mail. It'll be in the mail. So on the day that the 4th game is won, you can put it on. Okay?
You don't have my address, so how you gonna send it to
I
me?
got it. I found it in that old phone of mine where you sent it. Ron say don't put it in the Raider hat. He say so. I'm not. I'm a look. I got another hat right here. You go another hat right here. Boom. 4 pieces right here. 4 pieces of paper in the hat. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them. Who gonna be the first host on the DJD Smack Talk Get Down NFL season 2023? Here we go, baby. I'm grabbing 1 piece of paper. Our first host is what that say?
What does that say? You got to move it to the roulette.
5.
That's all right, bro. You know what I mean?
What that say?
Preparation is piss poor performance. So, man, I'm ready for you.
Let's go, baby.
Where you want to start, man?
Hey, look at the list. Let me show you. Hold on, look.
Hey, look, brother, I got a list, but I'm gonna go off. It ain't the DJ show right
No.
now.
Hold on. This is the things, the topics.
I got you, though.
These are the topics. Those are the topics. You can say what you want, but here are the topics.
I got them in the text.
Okay. So go ahead. You the host. Ladies and gentlemen, our host for today's Smack Talk Get Down VL.
Right
it's all yours, baby.
Yeah, it's all good, baby. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and or ladies, if you're so happy to be present. We're going to start off with Sha'Carri Richardson. So we had 2 young women, starting off with Sha'Carri and then going with Coco Gauff and the significance of what those young ladies contributed this week. So does anybody have anything they want to add or start and what it means to them? We'll go with you, Carl, first. So.
Oh, Sha'Carri?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I love how she bounced back from all that negativity. She could have went and buried her head in the sand, man, and became another, statistic of nobody. But she took all the criticism, and came back stronger. And I don't want to make this a black or white thing or a colored thing, but that's why I love my people, man. That's what I love about, I would never trade my, man, we take all this stuff and take all the abuse, man, and we put it on and it becomes armor for us. It becomes something that we, use to feed off of. I mean, I hope all these young people are seeing it, now I start hoping that, she started getting this message out to young people. That's the main thing when you do that kind of stuff.
Well,
that's the beauty of it.
It's not like you said, not to cut you off.
No.
She was talking about, I don't pray for results. I pray for the strength to overcome. So I think that was above their head. And Roy piggybacked on that and said that it was, she's mature beyond her years, which she is. And, we can say we don't want to make it a black and white thing, but it is what it is. That's just the system that we have to navigate through. It's unfortunate. But when we do something and have it accomplished like that, if everything was on an equal playing field, we wouldn't have to say the first Black Miss America or the third, we wouldn't have to go with Althea Gibson, Zena Garrison, the Williams sisters, and so on and so forth. So, like you say, man, I'm proud of her too, bro. Not to take away from your statement, but you can go ahead and continue with anything else you had to say.
Oh, okay. So, and that's important. Like I was saying too, for these young people, man. When we fall down and talk about it, man, we get up. To get up. man, some people, society and even your friends and family, man, try to keep you down. But man, everybody go fail at some point, man. Everybody go, and I tell my team, when I coach, I say, man, failure is your best teacher. When you get upset and failing and you get, you missing the message. When you get upset and you get angry and you start being defensive and all that, pay attention to the message.
Absolutely.
It's something being said. There's a reason why this happened. So that's the main thing I want to say about Sha'Carri, that the point that she got back, man. And she, easily, man, especially on that stage she was on, that world stage, man, and these people tearing you up like that, man. When you got people you on the world stage and people tearing you up like that, you know how hard it is to come back from that?
There's nowhere to hide. And then everybody
Come on now. Exactly.
All your movement and all that. So if you can have that resiliency to make a statement, then you know what I mean? Like you say, if you can beat somebody at their best, then there's no conversation to have.
Let me ask a quick question. Let me ask a quick question, Carl, because you did make a great point, how she bounced back.
Yeah.
What do you think was key in that? Because we just was talking about players basically buck wilding when they get the bag. What do you think was key in her return with such poise and being able to not fall apart? Because she could have easily did what the girl Simone Biles said, when she was receiving a little pressure here. She could have said, my mental state ain't cool, I'm gonna sit out a year. So what do you think was key in her being able to go through the...
I didn't hear her whole statement of everything she did, but let me tell you what's mostly the key when people make a comeback like that, when they say they finally reach out to God. When you hit bottom and you get God in your life, man, when you let God lift you up, he gonna lift you up past what you even believe you can do. So I think she said something about that. She got, once we put God in our life like that, we give our troubles to him, and then we try to, man, please. There is no stopping you.
Well, and that's pretty much where I was going. But I think it's, family. Her family, is real religious. Remember when she talked about, like, when her grandmother passed away, and they kind of got her all the way away from sports, and they was talking about, hey, our family needs prayer. Remember when she said something about y'all trying to knock me down about some weed or something, and I was just trying to,
And said she was using that as an excuse.
Yeah. So I think you're exactly right, Carl. It had a lot to do with their relationship they built with God, and like I said, her family. She had a family support, like a good support circle. You know what I mean? Because she could have easily.
A couple of things stuck out to me, and Carl started it. It's ironic, Carl. This morning's message was this: we may stumble, we may fall, but we get up. It shows the DNA that she has in her, the tenacity that she has in her, to not let the adversity, keep her down. Because it's so, like you said, it's so easy to get stuck in a valley in a dark place. But she wouldn't allow it to happen. I think she fed off of that negativity and turned it into something positive, to show that you can't keep me down. I'm gonna keep on, regardless of what you say. And I think that's representative of most of our people in our culture and our race.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, and like you say, it's and then I'm gonna move to you, Roy. It is, as much as we don't want to make it a black or white thing. Everybody in this panel, everybody walking this earth until you touch dirt, has experienced some kind of adversity or something that has knocked them, that they had to seek spiritual or some kind of guidance to move forward in. And then I'll bump that up to you, Roy. See what you have to say.
Yeah, man. So, and I just want to tie that into, Coco Gauff. Her, the match that I was looking at yesterday, man, was unbelievable. To see her persevere, and the best part of it all was hearing how she spoke during her interview after the match, and they asked her about her faith, and one of her comments was, and this was deep for me, she said, I don't pray for results, I just ask that I get strength to give it all, give it my all.
Right.
That's right.
And during that match, when I was looking at that first set, I'm like, oh my God, this other lady is she's killing that ball. Oh, Coco, I just felt bad for her.
Did you
Man.
see? Hey, Roy,
Huh?
but did you see in the fourth game of the second set when she hit that one shot that changed the whole momentum of the whole match? When the girl looked at the ball go by and she looked at it like how did she even hit that? You know
It was
I
a
mean?
lot of ball. It was a lot. She missed some, but the ones she did get, it was. And the other girl got some good shots in too after Coco made some good shots, right? But
Yeah.
I'm saying all of that to say this: her comment about attaining results is not what she prayed for. She just prayed for She prayed for strength to give it her all, and she gave it her all. And at the end of the day, hey, she made it happen, man.
Yeah.
And the best part of that was she talked about her haters. She want to thank her haters.
Yep.
She got deep on
Yeah.
it, didn't she?
Yep.
She got deep on them.
She got deep. I'm like, and this girl, she's 19 years old. To speak
What
like
she
that.
say? What she say? You not throwing water on the fire. You throwing
throwing gas.
gasoline on that.
You throwing gas.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Man, baby, hey, she had me in here crying, man. She had me teared up, man. She had me teared up, man. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, and she young too. She said she called her boyfriend and they talked till 1 a.m. till she fell asleep. You know what I mean? I mean, and that's just, she's young, she's smart, she athletic, and man, I mean, she had an upbringing that is, I respect her. What her dad brought to the table, because he didn't try to do it all. You know how like Serena them father, he tried to take control. He knew where his limit was. He like, let me get some people out here that's going to help you out a lot better than what I could do.
And
You
he
know?
didn't want
wait.
because he
But
didn't
wait,
want
Richard,
Fine.
Serena and them dad had to do that. He was the first one. He made the blueprint. He had to do that. He
Right.
had to be, he had to be a little crazy. He was the first one. He was the
Yeah.
only one that, Coco's dad got he got a blueprint ahead of him. He can see something now. But when
Yeah.
you the first one, it's gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna look crazy, but
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, OB?
Where
So
they came from.
Right,
Where they came
right.
from. Serena, they had, in that case, they had to.
Yeah. So
Hey, OB,
she did a real outstanding job, man. Real outstanding.
yes, she did. OB. So what's going on is the topic of discussion is we're talking about Sha'Carri Richardson and we're talking about Coco Gauff now, and it's a gift golf and the significance of what it means. So everybody has kind of had a turn. Do you count D?
No, I mean, I kind of chimed in throughout. I mean, it's all good. I'm good.
Okay, so OB, we want to hear what you have to say about that.
And I think it's definitely important for our black women, especially the younger girls coming up. You know what I'm saying? These younger girls now, see, you had your FloJos and you had your women back then that did things for the girls in the later 80s and the 90s. They all to kind of look forward to, but it kind of got absent for a while, right? And so now, because even with the men, you had even the black athletic men that were doing things and setting records, and it was like a tandem. And then it kind of had a dry spell for a minute. And so now you got these black women that's putting, black athletes back on the map in these different sports, whether it be Sha'Carri Richardson, whether it be Simone Biles in gymnastics, whether it be, my girl that won the championship with, NCAA. I mean, these women are doing phenomenal things that's making it a lot mentally accessible for young women of color to say, I can do it too. And it doesn't just have to be in the sports arena. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about Michelle Obama.
Along those lines, then, did anybody see that clip where that coach was yelling at that? Since we're talking about adversity. And
the
In the locker room or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a white coach yelling at a little young black kid, right?
So again, yeah, Carl kind of touched on his coaching style, so we're gonna start off with Carl again on that topic. Just touch on it. What you think? What you thought about that, bro?
I heard a deleted version. They muted. The one I've heard, they muted it, but they would have the writing underneath, and they was, so evidently he was cursing the young man out, and he was really belittling people. My thing is, as a coach, you always there. It's hard to separate your emotions, your feelings for stuff, but you can never make it personal when you talk, especially to young people. It can never be personal. And my thing is, I communicate beforehand. Like, this is who I am. When I say something to you, it's never personal. And then if we on the court and everything, once we leave that court, our whole demeanor change. We can laugh and joke and everything after that, And I teach them, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time, and it's okay for a coach to, come down on a kid, but you can't make it personal, all right? And if you tear somebody down, you better be there to build them back up too.
Right.
It makes no sense to tell. But I give it coach credit. He came after that I don't know if it was the next day or whatever, suspended himself and apologized. We all make mistakes, man. I have no problem with people recognizing their mistakes and correcting them, man. That's one thing. We can bash him all he wants. Yes, he was wrong. But my thing is, I'm grateful that he realized he was wrong.
Yeah, we just deal with him from that point moving forward. What you think about that, bro?
Who?
Don. You my brother, aren't you? Okay, so I'm talking.
Yeah. I think that sometimes it's a two-sided coin to me. That sometimes it is meant as in a demeaning way, to athletes. But I'm like, Carl, you should still know how to talk to your players without, destroying them mentally, by using words that are derogatory towards someone. Nobody, I think, deserves that. I don't care what you're doing. There's a way to correct them in a way that they don't, that you don't destroy them.
Well, because you depend on them to hit the ultimate goal, as a team.
So I don't like, you don't. I just don't think you should talk to. These are children. They still are young people, and you have to know how to talk to them and not cuss them out, because it could have went bad. If this kid had no control, he could have went off on the coach.
Yeah, he could have.
And said some things that you later regret.
Or karma could have caught him another way. What you think about that, OB? If you saw it. Or is he even on?
Now that I'm older and I see things from a different perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree. There are ways, and there is certain verbiage that you can use that can motivate or that can tear down. Because even when you're motivating, you're not motivating for in the moment. You're motivating for far down the line beyond that moment.
That's right.
But when I was a coach, when I was coaching my son coming up through Pop Warner and Little League, I didn't quite have that perspective, right? So yeah, I would go in and I was, I wasn't like a coach on the team, but I was kind of like a parent coach type. I was coaching my son along with the other coaches. And so in me getting on him and talking to him and seeing how the other coaches talk to the other kids, it was like, okay, I got to change my approach, because I'm damn sure not going to let that coach talk to mine how he's over here talking to this kid. Right?
Case in point. So that's why I'm wondering why everybody's...
I'm not being the example, and I'm talking to him the same way the coach is, then he's not going to look at me and hear anything I got to say, because I'm doing the same thing. So, I had to kind of switch that up a little bit. I was still hard on him. You know what I'm saying? I was still hard on him, and I still got in his case. But in certain words and verbiage that I used, I switched it up, because I still wanted him to receive what I had to say.
That's the main thing right there. That they hear what you're saying. And every time we yelling, You know, sometimes the message don't get across. You know, sometimes you tell people, you know, when you whisper stuff, this, I think I heard speakers talk about this somewhere. People start paying attention more. You see how they lean forward to try to hear you. Right. So they listen more than when, you know, they can barely hear you than when they overhear you.
That yelling is a barrier to communication for sure. What you think about that, Roy?
Oh, just like all the fellas was talking about. I mean, you know, like Carl said, you know, a lot of times, you know, coaches, they get caught up in the moment and stuff like that. But in his case, he let folks know, you know, what he's all about ahead of time, and you can't take it personal. And hopefully at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, it's all good. You know, but it's one of those thin lines, man. I mean, you know, I've been on the other side of the fence where, you know, I'm blowing the whistle and you got a coach that's, you know, yelling at your kids, and, you know, they kind of, you know, some tune out, some get the message, some tune out. But it's a trip, man. I don't know. I mean, it's you know.
Yeah, it's all in delivery. What you think about it, D?
Well, I mean, everybody has hit some valid points. You know, my thing is now, and this is the reason why I'm cutting dry about this black and white stuff, is just because of what I've been through. Basically, I've experienced a hate crime against me because I'm black. So it's like, in today's climate, you know, I mean, what everyone said is valid, but in today's climate, for example, if that was your kid, if it was my kid, and there's no apology that could even change the way I would feel about it. I'm just sorry. You know what I mean?
Well, you know.
So in today's climate, I think that we, just as black folks, need to keep that in mind. That in today's climate, a lot of stuff that we face is based on the fact that basically the shield has been removed and it's like open season on us. So we can't keep saying, oh, it's okay and the communication block. No. Some folks just letting out what they truly already believe about us, and they gonna treat us that way because that's how they think we are or what we mean. You know what I mean?
As Earth, Wind, and Fire said, you know, that's the way of the world. And as we, as black people, have all had that sit-down conversation. I know we had it, D, about, you know what I mean? If you go somewhere you can't be just as good, you got to be better. Whether it be in school. So we carry a different esteem about us. And, you know, it can be misconstrued as cockiness, arrogance, or whatever. But you have to have that will and ability to bounce back, as we've used already in here to persevere, man. Go ahead, bro.
I just had a flashback to Lincoln. I don't know if Carl and Roy remember Ray Greggins, Ray Greggins, or Don Benedetti, and Don Payne. They all had different ways of talking to Pip. And I remember one game that Ray Greggins was coaching, and he pushed his hand through a blackboard. And would talk, and he would cuss folks out on the field.
Yeah.
What was old boy, not to cut you off, Roy, but what was old boy that coached at City Collins that was crazy?
Brad Dugan.
White boy? Yeah, Brad, you go.
Brad Dugan still crazy.
Greggins was a tough dude, man.
Yeah.
He was, you know, I remember, when I say tough, I mean, he was a football coach. You know what I mean? And he didn't hold nothing back.
He was partners with Bobby Knight too, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
he was a big dude.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
so
you know, he got the respect of you know, the students, and he had a hell of a football team. He had some great athletic players and went to Turkey Day, so you know, whatever he was selling, they was buying. So
yeah. And
to Dee's point, some of that same stuff that you used to can do back in the day, you can't do it now. I remember I went in the Marine Corps, man, and when I went in the Marine Corps, them cats, man, they cuss you out, cuss your mama out.
Yeah.
You know, all up in your face, and they can't do that now.
And that's why I went to college, because I couldn't be that dude to sit back and take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also to that point, Roy, you talked about breaking you down to build you up. Then in the Marines, they did that on purpose to break you down so they could make you who they needed you to be. Is that correct?
Right. Exactly.
Well, there was a point. There wasn't
no point back then.
Depending upon what era you came through.
I'm your daddy today.
Yeah, well,
there wasn't no point then. It was my way, it was my way, or it was no way. I mean, either you live by these rules or what I'm trying to say, or you get out.
And see, that was one era. I went through the military in the 80s, and we had my drill sergeants were dudes that had been in Nam. A couple of them, had been in Nam. And they were like that. They was in your face, talk about your mama, where you from California. They call you everything you could imagine. Especially if you said you're from San Francisco, you could imagine what they was calling you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But they would come and tell you why they would be on you so much like that. You know what I mean? Of course, they wanted to see what your reaction was, and they were able to distinguish who was the leaders and who was basically the followers from doing that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have been, because I've been and said something and done something.
Man, it was tough. But then there was an era. Go look at Office. What was the movie? What was the movie with Adolf Caesar in it? Officer and the Gentleman. Go look at that movie. Go look at Full Metal Jacket and all of that. That's real.
There's a documentary out called The Golden 13.
Yep, I seen that.
Yeah. Wasn't that something?
That's crazy. Hey, go watch that, guys. Watch that.
The thing you guys talking about, though, there's two different things from that. The Army, the military, or whatever it was, they preparing you for life or death situations. Now, we're talking about athletics and sports. There's perspective in that. If I'm preparing you for life and death situations, yes, I got to take you to your limits probably, and I got to woo. But it's not a life or death situation in athletics, man, in sports,
Well, listen, there have been many coaches. I'm going to just talk about my era and maybe your era. Rick Boyle was a life coach. Rick Boyle was a life coach. Herb Blanchard was a life coach. Brad Dugan was a life coach. You know what I mean? What's the guy coach football at Galileo? What was his name? He ended up at City, right? Coaching football, didn't he?
Yeah, what's his? I know you talking about
White.
George White, right? Them dudes was life coaches.
From I think either Mission or Wilson, one of the two.
McNeely.
Was a life coach.
Bobby Miles.
Bobby Miles. Them dudes was like, look, Corey is on here. Y'all know who Corey is? Caffaretta from Daly City? CC is on here. He says, as a head college coach, he says, on the floor, everything is winning only. Off the court is helping my players survive and help them. I think you got cut off right there. Well, and help them. So basically, life skills, life management skills, basically, off the court. Corey says it was George White and Kevin Adams, I believe, at Galileo. Yeah. But I mean, coaches like that are life coaches, man. Herb Blanchard used to coach us, but Herb was like the father figure. Like Herb would get in your tail if you was out of pocket. You didn't have to be at practice, or we didn't have to be on our way to a game or in the locker room. He see you goofing off in the hallway, and he know you supposed to be in biology. He snatch you up and be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, he was intentional.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, what you doing over here? And you thinking he ain't gonna let you play. You gonna be in some different kind of trouble. You keep hanging out like this. Ain't gonna have nothing to do with sports. So yeah, good point, Corey. And Corey is coaching college girls basketball as we speak. But yeah, everybody made great valid points, man. I just, like I say, me personally, it's black and white to me. I'm not giving no benefits of the doubt no more. People treat us blacks the way they do because they just don't see us as who we are. They see us as less than.
You definitely can't lose sight of that, because I mean, everything that the laws and what you've gone through, all of the history points to where you have to be prepared to deal with things in those situations. Look at the critical race theory thing in Florida and all of that. I'm going to go, you know, and it's kind of like we're talking about culture, like how Russell Wilson's coach told him to stop kissing babies and focus on football, but that's something else.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the college football, man. You know, we got the top 25 rankings, and in those rankings, we had Deion Sanders. We had Colorado against Nebraska. So, what are your thoughts on that, man? OB, is he there? Looks like he went fade to black. What you think about that, Carl?
I love it, man. I love what Prime doing there up in Colorado, man. And you know, my thing is now I'm looking at it from a coach's standpoint. I put a message out to some of the fellas. I think a lot of the hype those go catch up to them, and I hope not. It's just a lot on that campus now, man. You got stars coming in. You know, these cats is, you know, they still student athletes, man. They still got to go to school. They still got to study. They still got to go to practice, man. And I don't want them to, you know, we all want them to be successful. And one thing about being successful, especially at that level, man, is your focus. And with all this going on around him, like a pro, like Prime, man, he was a pro when he did all this.
Man,
you know, he didn't do this much in college. You know, he was Prime in college, but not like this. You know, he was a little bit more focused. The stuff they doing now, man, I just want them to keep their focus and keep going, man. Like, man, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm getting old too, man. I'm getting old, but I love it, man. I love that it's happening. I love stuff that when people do stuff different, man. You know, when we changing. Prime is changing them. Man, he's the biggest story.
And like you saying too, Carl, not to cut you off, brother, but the you know, Dwayne was talking about life coaches. You know, this brother has a lot of history and a lot of experience behind him. First player to play in the World Series and Super Bowl. Won back-to-back Super Bowls on different teams, the Niners and the Cowboys. All kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, his resume speaks for itself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
he's a good candidate.
Some of the things Carl was talking about, you know, I think Deion, you know, will steer them the right way, you know, in order for them not to get too big, you know, to get too big about themselves, but to stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, and of course that's gonna be their plan. But man, it's so hard when you got superstars on there looking up to you, they coming to your campus. Man, they changing that whole city has changed. Look at the big change now in this. Man, that's huge up there, man.
That's real.
You know what
Michael Irvin was on the sideline.
Well, see, that's what I think. Yeah. I think that stuff like that could really be a plus for him, because really that's like Deion having a team of coaches outside of just the fact that he's coaching this football team. You know, Michael Irvin, he got pros, and you know, dudes that with Super Bowl rings and MVPs out there, you know, basically surrounding his players, coming at him from all angles. You know what I mean? And so when they see Michael Irvin coming their way, they know they got to be on their best behavior, because guess what? That's Coach Homie. That's Coach Buddy. They supporting Coach. So, you know what I mean? I think it would be a plus, but I understand what you're saying, Carl, because it could be, hey, that enemy could be out there lurking, trying to trip you up. You know, all it takes is one little Susie Chapstick to say he touched me, you know, in class, and then you got a whole scandal on campus.
This is why I say that. Then I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let somebody else talk. I don't like the whole. But this is why I say that. I remember Calvin Jones. I don't know if y'all remember Calvin Jones before he passed away. I grew up at the Providence Baptist Church, and he was, you know, the pastor. And he told me, man, as a pro athlete, he said, you don't miss the money, you don't miss the women, you don't miss, you know. He said that's not the number one thing you miss. He said the number one thing you miss is when you come out there and 85,000 people hollering your name.
Mm-hmm.
It's that ego, man. It's your ego being stroked. That ego is hard to control, man.
Yeah.
That ego.
Hey,
That's and ever since I heard that, that scared me, man. Especially I don't do trophies. I don't have nothing no more, man. Because I'm scared of that ego, man. Once we get caught up in thinking it's me, we caught up in the hype. We caught up in everybody calling your name, and you start thinking it's you. You lose focus, man. It's just hard not to. Yeah. And that's the part I'm talking about. Not the part that all them people there supporting them, but it's that hype. You can't control that, man. That's a hard thing to control, because your ego get the man. Ooh, your ego strokes. Come on, man.
Hey, what did Money Making Mitch?
My brother, huh?
What did Money Making Mitch saying? Paid in full. For y'all that seen that movie, Paid in full. Remember when Ace Boogie was laying on the couch, and he said, no, when he told him he was out the game, and he told Mitch, he said, you a hustling MF, right? And he was trying to convince him to get out the game. And Mitch said, I love the stage. He said, I love the stage. And he said, if I quit, are they still gonna love me? That's what he said. He was scared to quit because he, like you say, Carl, they wasn't gonna be calling his name no more.
So D, like on the piggyback on that, then I'm gonna pass it on to you, bro. Again, get your perspective. But like you take guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. all those guys that have won rings, and how they go at this point in their life, they reach a level of maturity, where they sell the rings. That don't mean nothing to me anymore. They reach another purpose. So if you chase purpose and not paper, like you say, that ego is addictive. But everybody, well, not everybody, but some folks have experienced that in their life, and it is a transition. But you got to get over yourself and detach yourself from that, and know that it's there are plateaus. You finish one area of your life, you mature and grow as a man or a woman, and you transition into another plateau. And having said that, bro, I'm gonna let you add on to that.
Go on mute.
Come off mute, Brad. Come off mute.
Unmute.
I am. Thank you. All right. I agree with what everybody's saying. I think that Deion has the tools and the skills, and I think he's beyond that point of all the glitter and glamour. But I think he's trying to make a statement, and more importantly, he's trying to change a culture in that realm of where he is in the division he's in. I think that's one reason why one of his driving forces are going to Colorado, and now he's trying to show you, hey, I'm the real deal. I'm not just talking, but I can prove. We can produce and instill those skills in those players, distill those values and qualities in those players, so that they won't get too like you were saying, Carl, get too hung up on the bright lights and all that goes along with it. That they'll be grounded and will be more successful than say a brother who don't know, he got anybody to tell him this stuff.
Well, yeah, even like you say, a career is life is short and only but a certain amount of time, and then too, so is a career. So, if you but you got to have that mindset, or you gotta reach the mountaintop with some of those things. Like I mentioned, Kareem and those guys, and how they're not attached to rings. A lot of people, man, what do you mean? It's hard to get one of those. And then, once you get it, then, it's like people that have a lot of money talk about when they obtain a lot of money, what's next? And if that's all it is for you, then,
well, like you said, purpose and not paper.
Right. Okay, Roy, what you got on that, bro?
Oh, basically what everybody is saying, I think that, Deion is savvy enough and got all the experience and stuff like that to not, get his players too high on themselves and to, just keep them motivated, man. And I think basically it's the world against us.
Exactly.
And let's just show them all you know, that what we capable of doing. That doesn't mean they're gonna win every game, but they just got to stay focused and do what they do. You know, he's hey man, I think Colorado won 2 games last year.
One
Game last year. Man.
One.
You know, so, you know, hey, I like what they're doing. I mean, you know, Colorado State is next up, and you know, let's just keep it going, man.
At home.
You're changing the coach.
Huh?
You're changing the culture from losing to winning.
The culture. I think, you know, I was looking at Facebook, and they had, I don't know if it's some dude, some black commentator, he was getting on Dion about some of the stuff he was doing.
Jason Whitlock, and he's a clown.
Yeah, Whitlock.
I
mean, he was saying some stuff. I'm like, man, this dude, he really sounded like a hater. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think because he left Jackson State and stuff like that, and you know, I don't know.
Well, see, Dion,
that's a problem. We got to quit hating on each other and lift each other up.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Because look, I had like I'll tell you the conversation I had with the guy at the golf course that was Hispanic, and we talked about how all these other nationalities look at us and say, see how they act, see how they tear each other down, see how they go against each other. We don't want to be a part of that. So we basically are a group of folks who are, we got to defend ourselves not only against each other, but everybody else that already see us different. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I can't wait to see, what's the chick name? The girl that talked about the kid when he got drafted, talk about him being arrested and accused of a shooting and all of that.
Oh, what's her name?
Malika Andrews?
Yeah.
I want to see what she gonna say about Sha'Carri. I ain't heard nothing about Sha'Carri yet, or what she gonna say about Coco. You know what I mean?
And, you know, D, to add to your comment there, we are our worst enemy and our worst critic. I mean, we catch enough from them.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge to have to navigate that stuff. But when we get amongst ourselves, that jealousy, you know, just acknowledge that's somebody's time and move on and wait your turn, man. You know, we are quick to want to drag somebody down, or if somebody is having something good and solid, you know what I mean, you don't want it for them. You quick to try to discredit what it's all about, and you don't have nothing to do with it.
Well, really, I think really overall, bottom line is if we black in America right now, and I could say anyone from the person that is well off to the homeless person on the street that's getting by and is content with life. I mean, that in itself is huge. You know what I mean? In today's climate, you know what I mean? Because it's going back. In their eyes, it's going back because they see us just like they seen us when they brought us from over there in Africa or wherever. That's how they see us now today. And they might not just say it plain and simple like that, but behavior equals intent. And we see the behaviors each and every day. You turn on Channel 2 News or Channel 5 News, or you walk in the grocery store, you know, I had an incident last night. I went somewhere where I was supposed to receive a discount for the item I was purchasing, right? And I walked up and I got ready to pay for it. And the young lady, she looked at me, asked me what I wanted, and I said, this is what I want. And I said, and here's my card or whatever. She turned to another lady and said something in another language, right? The lady looked up at me and looked at her and shook her head and said no, right? And so they said, oh, well, you don't get the discount here. They don't get a discount here. They give it everywhere else. And I said, wait a minute. I've been coming here for months and I always got a discount. You know, and they was like, oh, no, we don't do that there. I said, okay. I said, let me get your name. You the supervisor? Okay, I'll see you next week or whatever. And so my thing was this. The person working there, if there was no discounts, what did they turn to that woman and say? And why did she have to look at me first to provide her with an answer? You know what I mean? Put 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what's crazy is I asked someone that was with me last night, hey, what did you have from there? and they told me what they had, which was the same exact thing I requested. And guess what? They paid half
You got
price.
the discount?
They got the discount. So blatant behavior like that, that's what keeps me so hyper vigilant in life. And it's not just for me, it's for my brothers, my sisters, whoever. You know what I mean? I'm going to bat for you, and I don't have a problem with saying what I need to say. You
It's
know?
like a good fight, like John Lewis.
Yeah. So having talked about that, let's go on and talk about.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to say, man, because I was writing things down about first, I like the fact that his attitude is he's teaching these young men beyond football.
Somebody got a mute. Somebody's TV is on.
He's teaching these young men beyond football. He's teaching them how to navigate while they're on the field. But what he's teaching them is navigation skills for life, how to navigate throughout life. And also within that, he's not just teaching them navigation skills throughout life, but also how to navigate ourselves.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How to do it dignified and respectfully, and moving in the right spirit and moving in the right energy. That's all I've heard him talk about, right? And so you got a lot of people that are mad because he left an HBCU and went to Colorado, but you know, I mean, you're mad. You're being mad that he left a black school and went to a white school. Shows your ignorance of the situation.
Hey, what did he say to that reporter?
Hold on, let me finish. Because the man would have got the money he requested, he would have got the help he requested, if he would have got what he needed to make that school successful, put him on the map, he wouldn't have left. But he couldn't get the resources and the help he needed. So,
Right.
as living the example that he teaches these young men on how to navigate, right? He said, okay, I'm gonna take the same success I've had here with no help and funds and go somewhere where I know I get the help and funds and I still show you that I can be successful and it'll work. Not only on top of that, he's a living example of what he preaches, not just because of his record, but because of his son, who is a byproduct of what he's teaching and showing that they can be successful.
Yeah, right.
Well, you heard
Right,
when he
OD.
said when he told that reporter, he said, "You don't understand." And the guy kept saying, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You don't understand." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Exactly. You don't understand." You know, and the guy, that was one of the main guys that was telling him basically, you know, what you're doing is crazy and it's not going to work, and you know, how you going to do this? It's not a small college now. Now you talk about top 25 college, and he's like, man, they was 1 in 11 last year.
And look, and they ranked 22
And they 18. I just looked at the polls.
Yeah.
They just went up.
and they were 22 at the beginning.
Yeah, they 18 now.
So you know,
They 18.
speaking along that, I got this, but I'm a step away from football and then come right back to it on the college rank. What about Team USA?
Hold on, one quick. Let me just respond to
ahead,
something, because you can't see their comments. I don't think. Can you see
Yeah, no, I
the
can't.
comments over in
I'm
Zoom?
on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah,
So real quick, hey, Ronald Malone, hey, appreciate your comments, man. I know you say your phone's tripping. Hey, you say time for an upgrade. Time for an upgrade. Hey, Michael Carlette, hey man, join us. Jeff Hayden, join us on Zoom, folks. We putting the link in the comments. Join us on Zoom. We'd love to have y'all. Mike, my cousin out there in St. Louis, come on, join us. Corey said, hey Carl, Corey said this. He said Carl Jacobs was the 2 guard at New College of California, the one and only NAIA season we had. He said Carl Jacobs was big. Word up.
Yeah, that was in my olden days, man.
History,
I went
baby.
from playing center in high school to, I finally learned how to play real basketball, man. As I got older.
Yes, Jerry. Hey, and Ronald Malone said he's on point for real. For real, talking about you, Vaughn. Just basically talking about the whole conversation that we have.
I appreciate that, my brother.
He can hear you. Yep, he can hear you. He can hear you. Word up. Yeah. It's all yours. It's all yours, Vaughn. Go ahead, man.
Okay, brother. Let's move on to Team USA.
Woo!
really a whole lot to say about that.
Look, let's not say we did.
Let's talk to the pro-am champ first. We're gonna start off with you, bro. Again, what you got to say about that?
Well, it's very simple, man. You know, and I think it was said the other day. I think, you know, much as I don't agree with Dude so much, and Stephen A. and all them talk about it, you know, every country is sending their best, and we're not. You know, which, you know, I can understand. For me, I know some of you guys have been in the military. I'm not a USA red, white, and blue flag rah 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 kind of guy. That's not me. National anthem and all that stuff. Yeah, that's not me. This country was built on a lie, and I'm not gonna get into all that or whatever.
We understand, you know,
and that's all people's stuff. I can respect people who fought for this country and all that, you know. But the bottom line, but as far as this, I'm getting away from the question. We're not sending our best. We sending over, you know. We probably not even sending over our second best, really. You know, how many of those cats that was on this team was on the All-Star team? You know what I'm saying? So we you know, so and then, you know, we come in a tough situation. We send our best, we bullies and we picking on people. You know, we don't send our best, and all of a sudden we not, you know, America's been passed up and all that. Come on, man, get out of here.
The climate we in.
Our best will crush everybody every year. It's just these cats, you know, they have different motivation now, man. Just like, you know, I don't want to change the subject. We're going to stay on USA. But these cats are motivated differently now. Just like, you know, the All-Star weekend, man. Cats don't want to play in that. All this money has changed people, and, you know, the landscape has changed. You know, it's like... Yeah. When Magic went over there, it was about pride. They was tired of, man. We tired of losing. We would not be losing anybody. Them cats went over there. We go tear everybody up.
The love of the game. Mm-hmm. It was about the game. They would have went over there and stayed on the street to beat everybody. Magic and them would have stayed out on the bus. They didn't have to be in the most fanciest hotel and be fed the best food and make sure I get paid and I got. They would have went out. They didn't need to, man, give me some Chuck Taylors, man. We going out here and crush these dudes. They didn't need, you know, the best, you know, Air Force Ones and Adidas forms. And man, give me some give me, what y'all got some low tops? Let me put them on. I'm finna go out here and smash these dudes. Nowadays, you're right, Carl. The money has changed everything, man. It's like, look at me. I got commercials. I got a shoe deal. You know what I mean? I can shoot a 3. But you can't mess with a team. They like you in the world games basically, and we supposed to be the most powerful when it comes to sports in the world, and you guys get broke off.
Those other teams are playing for country pride. Luka,
thank you.
All them dudes, you know, they got a whole different circumstance, and here we are, even with our issues, the freest country there is.
Yeah,
and
not only that,
like the dollar has gotten in the way, and you know, these guys, it's more or less a hobby for them unless they playing for their team or something like that. And even when they play for their team, they ain't really playing with no motivation because everything is taken care of for them. But you know,
I got a question there.
What up?
So then what do you guys think about if America's not sending their best, right, to represent the best in the United States? And I understand we have all these foreigners playing in the NBA now. I'm just talking about the best that America has to offer, like they did with the USA, Barkley and Jordan and all them cats playing, right? So if we're not sending our best, then is there any validity to what my man Lyles was saying about calling themselves world champions?
Well, yeah, it's still just because you don't send your best doesn't change the landscape of the thing or the, hey, the NBA trophy. The Lakers still won the bubblegum championship. It's still an NBA championship. It's just bubblegum. It was bubblegum time.
Bazooka.
Why was it bubblegum?
Go and drink your
Because the Warriors didn't go?
Like, if you win the NBA championship, you're playing cats that are NBA, right? You're not playing against the entire world. And some people would question and say, well, if you make it to the NBA, then you've made it like to the best of the best, right? You made it criminal. But if we're going against all these different nationalities and nations, and we're losing because we're not sending our best, so again, does that have any validity to my man saying, okay, you win the championship in the NBA, that's just the NBA championship. But if you win against the whole entire world, everyone that's competing, does that really be more of a championship than just consider an NBA championship?
Well, two questions come to mind for me is, one, who's doing the selecting and who plays on the team? Second of all, I think I read somewhere where someone was saying that that in other countries the athletes are, like you're saying, playing for pride, but also the other countries are taking care of their players, and so they can focus, and we're focused on money. And once again, the question which sticks out is who's doing selecting and who plays on the team going to represent the United States.
Yeah, but even in the selection of who's going and who's playing, again, when it comes to World Championship, right? Is there two different standards? Is there a standard of the world, meaning everyone that competes, and whoever wins in the bracket, they're the World Championship, or is it a second standard as when you play NBA, you already?
I think it's a matter of interpretation.
World teams are not playing in it. It's the NBA, and so like you're saying, I mean, when they play in the Olympics and all that, that is a more along the lines of a legit world championship because the world and different countries are participating. However, you got when Tony Kukoc came over, Sarunas Marciulionis, all those guys came here to play because the talent pool in the United States was the cream of the crop as far as competition. That's why they came here. And the European style of play is a lot different than American style of play. We go over there and play FIBA rules and what have you. So it's really hard to answer that question, and have a person feel like they got a satisfactory answer. That makes sense.
And what does it really mean? So what? If you win or you lose over there, what does it really mean?
Well, you're looking at the World Games and it consists of all these countries, right? And then you got the NBA, which consists of, it's called the National Basketball Association, meaning the United States only, correct? And then, of course, we included Toronto.
International.
Yeah, as opposed to international. You know what I mean? So, I would think it's if they're sending their best, then the United States needs to send their best or be prepared to take the flak.
Yeah.
If we send in cats that can't win it,
I don't think the United States put the FIBA championship on the same stage as the Olympics, so to speak.
No.
When the Olympics roll around, they're gonna have a whole different cast of ball players.
Steph Curry
trying out, or not even trying out. Trying out, basically, to be on the Olympic team.
The elite of the league. The
elite. That wasn't the elite, what we saw.
No,
not my eyes.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, so the committee is generated from who? Who makes up the committee to choose the team?
It just sounds like, I don't even know if it do that. It's just like, okay, I'll play.
Colangelo. Colangelo.
Just be okay.
Who got next? Coach K.
Hey, we'll take somebody from Joe Lee to play.
And also, though, a lot of these teams, man, I think a lot of these teams having these players track, stuff like that about they can and what they cannot participate in because of the money that the team have invested in them.
Yeah, for FIBA.
Carl, what do you think about that?
What was that? I heard some of it.
That I think a lot of it also is why these star players and the best players aren't competing in some of these things like Olympics or whatever it is because it might be in their contracts.
Yeah. No.
Teams say we got so much money invested in this player, we don't want to take the risk of them getting hurt or getting injured, and then it affect our national basketball chance of winning championship. I mean, do you think there's any validity to that?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. It is even for the foreign players. They have that too. Like when foreign players, like when they started first coming over here, that was in part of their contract. Hey, you have to play. Marciulionis, I think he was probably one of the first ones. You can come over here and play in the NBA, but you have to play for your team nationally. You can't, because they know that people say they making more money. You don't get paid to play on them national teams. So what's going hold priority? That team with the money, holding that money over your head. They gonna see like they got the priority, and they gonna tell you, no, we don't need you playing over there. And some of that has to do with it too. Of course, that is. Like we said before, that money, like Rev said, the love of money. The love of money.
I mean, I'm talking about even when it comes to like the Olympics. I think it's some players, they'll say, well, I choose not, but I think it might be something in their contract to say, look, man, you get hurt. You're not going to get paid so much amount of money, or blah, 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 blah. And a lot of players are saying, nah, I'd rather not go over and play even for the Olympics, and the chances of my purse down the line.
Yeah, it is in their contract. I mean, they can't participate in, ride motorcycles, out of Jason Williams, but he did and went and ruined his career. So it's a lot of things like that. And then their contracts are insured. So, you really have to really think about it's maybe not like they don't want to play, maybe, but they have to consider a lot of things as you're alluding to as far as contracts and stipulations to secure their bag for the future.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because like even for the pro-am, pros cannot play in any pro-am with them to after July 1st. And what date is that?
Free agency.
That's free agency. That's free agency.
Yeah.
It's all built around this money. So they can't come right after the season and boom and start going somewhere. No, that's illegal. You can't play anywhere until the free agency is up, till the free agency starts. Mm-hmm. So they have rules in place for all that.
And it's protection for them as well as the league. Right.
Yeah, come on, man. These bottom line is they entertainers and, hey, they commodities.
I'm not laughing at you. Ronald Malone talk about I'm still rocking a pair of Chucks, all black high tops. He say, but they hard to walk in sometimes.
Well, tell them you better stick to using them for squats.
And let them know the only people that can wear Chucks for a lifetime is Mission Bears. If you're a Mission Bear, you can wear Chucks for the lifetime.
Because that's what you played in your whole career.
That's what you played in.
White Chucks. McNeely didn't play that. Don't come in there with no leather tennis shoes on.
Man, please. And they was all flying too.
Hey, Ron Alexander was jumping higher than, man, he was the highest jumping dude I ever seen in my life. I'm telling you. Ron Alexander, the helicopter, man. I mean, the Skywalker. Yeah. Then you had Thax, the helicopter. Yeah. And them dudes would be in Chuck Taylors laced all the way to the top.
To the top.
To the top.
Not playing.
I did say I was going to just touch on Team USA basketball. How about that Alabama-Texas game yesterday?
Whoo, them horns. Them. Hey, well, I said last week that one of them top team. Remember, that was the rival. That was the game, wasn't it? When I said what two top 25 teams is playing? That was the game, right?
That was the game of the week.
And Alabama went down, man. They got
Yeah, they
knocked
did.
off.
But Texas was 11 and Alabama was 4.
Yep.
So what's the rankings now?
Let me see. Give me 1 second. 'Cause
Clemson whacked somebody too, yes, 66 or something.
yeah, Clemson did somebody in.
Clemson ranked low. Clemson like number 20 something in the ranking.
Georgia's first, Michigan second, Florida third, Texas fourth, USC is fifth, Ohio State sixth, Penn State seventh, Washington eighth, Notre Dame 9, Alabama drops to 10, Tennessee 11, Utah 12, Oregon 13, LSU 14, Kansas, I guess this is Kansas State 15, Oregon State 16, Ole Miss 17, Colorado 18, Oklahoma 19, North Carolina 20, Duke 21, Miami, Florida 22, Washington 23, UCLA 24, and Iowa 25.
Yeah, that's a pretty staunch list.
LSU and Alabama are the only 2 ranked teams with a loss. Both of them are 1-1. Everybody else is 2-0. Somebody's 3-0. Notre Dame is 3-0. USC is 3-0. Hey, watch out for USC, man. They got what's that kid name?
Colorado played them after 2 games from now?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
What's that kid? Williams?
Yeah.
But did you see who he threw the touchdown to today? I mean, yesterday?
He can
Jerry Rice's son?
Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah.
That was Jerry Rice's son. Yeah. Incredible, man. Hey, big ups to those folks over there on Facebook. And big ups to my man Travis Gales out there in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, checking in with us. Hey, folks, click on the Zoom link. Join us, man. Don't be afraid to show your face in the place. We got our first guest host today. VL is doing a wonderful job. We're going to hand it back over to him. So
Wonderful
strap
job,
in.
bro. Wonderful job.
Strap in,
Thank
baby.
you, OB. Appreciate it.
It's on you, V.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what about let's see what I have. The Kansas City Detroit game.
Woo! Call your person. Call your phone.
They was talking about the Kansas City receivers was playing like they was point shaving.
Man, I don't know, dude.
Hey, listen, man. Kansas City went in that game. They went into that game underhanded, man. I mean, you don't have your best pass rusher and you don't got your best tight end. Them cats drop balls left and right.
Fault.
You under the gun, man, already. That wasn't no surprise for me.
Yeah, take that loss then.
Take that loss.
Ball hit you in your hands, you a pro, you supposed to catch it. Ball hit you in your hands, you a pro, you supposed to catch it.
Kansas City made their problem. When they got rid of Tyreek Hill, boy.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
I don't know what's up. That boy was balling out today.
Yeah.
Woo, did you see him?
Yeah, he was balling out.
That last drive Miami had?
Huh?
That last drive when he threw that ball.
Look at his stats.
When Tua jumped in the air, did you see how Tua jumped in the air, running forward and threw it? He was like the Jordan logo. Did you see how he was in the air? That's how he was in the air, like the Jordan logo when he threw the ball. All that, a strike, man. Like Tyreek didn't have to slow up, didn't have to stop. He was in stride, bro. That was crazy.
And the defender was right there on
him. That was crazy, dude. That was crazy.
And what they say that they expect the Chargers. Didn't old boy say he expect the Chargers to be in the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Yeah, so Von, let's touch on that. But then Von, please touch on them predictions that them dudes was saying before this game started this morning of who was going to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
They had one of them had Niners and was it Kansas City? No, Niners and
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah. But everybody else, I mean, they had some crazy ones up there.
They had Philly and was it Philly and Buffalo? I think somebody said Philly and Buffalo. Somebody had Chargers and
wasn't Baltimore in the mix too?
They had somebody did say Baltimore. Somebody did say the Ravens. They said the Ravens and I think it was Philly. Somebody said something about the Chargers though. I can't remember who they said they was gonna be playing.
But they did put the caveat on that they had to stay healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
I'm almost thinking who does.
I mean, but
Baker Mayfield play for Tampa.
They had Philly as a favorite overall. I think, and then Philly was on 3 of their lines, and then Niners was on 1 of them.
Yeah. No, Niners. It was Niners, Cincinnati, and then it was Niners. Somebody said Niners, Kansas City again. Somebody did say that. They said Niners, Kansas City again.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
Somebody said Niners, Kansas City again. But anyway, hey, my take on the Detroit game. That was the topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Like I was saying, you pro. They hit you in your hands. You're supposed to catch the ball. Yeah, they was without Kelsey and Jones. But I think they defensive line, they were putting Mahomes in a different. They changed it. They made him into a different player. They made him into a runner, not a passer. You know what I mean?
Right. But let's not take away from Detroit though. I'm
saying their defense. Was putting enough pressure on him to make him second guess some throws. A couple of throws he threw behind guys, and then they made him. He had to run. You know, I think he led the team in rushing that night or something. You know.
Yeah.
So they kind of took him out of his normal or comfortable element. You know what I mean? You know, so they got to go back. They got to think about something, man. These teams that they be, like you saying, overlooking and taking lightly, hey, them teams be hungry, man. Anything could happen, man. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Anything could happen.
Anybody got anything else they adding to that? Roy, Don, Carl, OB?
OB, did you see that game?
No, I didn't happen to see it.
I'm out of it because on Sunday morning is not good for me because I'm in church, so I don't get a chance to see me and I have to look at the highlights.
That was a Thursday night, man.
Hey, Don, but you was at that rap concert last night, man. With the shooting ball.
You was at the LL Cool J concert. He talking about.
Bro, man, I saw you on the.
No, I was at a little baby concert, dog.
Yeah, the little baby concert, man. Forgive me, sir. I gotta pay attention to things that exactly that's going on. So.
He was at the little baby concert.
That's all right, I take it.
Ooh, wee.
So since we smooth past that one, then we can get into the more meaty and juicy stuff. Let's talk about that Raider and Denver game right now. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
A couple of little plays in that game, man. Then we're gonna say the best for last. But
the Cowboys blowing out the Giants 40-0.
But man, that hit that everybody was alluding to in the chat, homeboy Matty, number 16 for the Raiders. Old boy, number 22 for Denver.
The unnecessary roughness call.
Yeah, I know their names. Yeah, he met him at the catch. They said he led with his helmet. That was the discussion in the chat. But he put a lick on old boy.
Well,
pretty,
hey, I'll go last, man. Y'all talk about it. I'll go last. Because I'm like this. A player going down on the ground, you shouldn't hit him.
All right.
Period. All right, I don't care who it is. Wide receiver, quarterback.
We gonna make D go last. Go ahead,
so go ahead. Y'all talk about it.
Hey, nobody want to talk about the Raiders with you, so go ahead.
Hey.
No, my thing is, man, you asking these guys after all these years, this has been the most violent sport. And, and of course now you try to protect it, which is the good thing. But it's so hard to go from, you can't go from one extreme to the other, man. It's just hard, man.
Man,
all I know is I didn't see that hit y'all talking about, but I saw that hit in that 49ers game when he hit him in that shoulder and had that boy crimp over.
Put it up on YouTube right quick, D.
Which one?
The hit.
No, we saved the best for last, OB.
Receiver. Yeah.
The Raider game?
Yeah, the Raider game.
All right, hold on. Y'all go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna get it up.
Yeah. We gonna say
told you ain't nobody talk about the Raiders with you. Go ahead.
We don't want to put them on the defensive, man. So
we did what we were supposed to do, so I don't care what. I mean, like I said, any player on any team, if they go into the ground, you hit them like that. I can see tripping, falling on him, or hitting him, you know, like you, if a guy's going down and you trying to hit him like you would if he was standing up, like you trying to knock him off his feet and he going down, it should be a penalty.
He met him at the catch, though. I think is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna try to pull it up so we can look and see because where he hit him upstairs, like underneath the chin and in the torso. But both his legs was down on the ground. So where is he going? That you got to still spear at his torso if he already down on the ground like that. That's all I'm saying.
If you're running at somebody full speed,
it's kind of hard to let up.
Yeah.
And you lunge at them, how you gonna stop the lunge?
Okay, a quarterback is running the ball. He slides. What do?
Feet first.
Dude's feet was out. I'm gonna pull up the play. Let me see if I can find
his feet wasn't in. I don't think his feet was in
He
front
was
of him.
on his butt. I'm finna show you. He was on his butt.
That's how he got up. But
he was on his butt. When he hit him, he went back like this on his back.
Sideways. Yeah, he laid
roll the tape.
Let me see. YouTube. Let me try to pull this up. Let me try to pull this up real quick. Give me a second. Y'all go ahead. So nobody else wants to say anything about that hit.
He'd already have it on deck ready.
Say again.
We gonna make him work for that too.
Wait a minute. What'd you say, OB?
I said because it was the 49ers, you had that.
You already have it ready. You're right.
Hey, Von is the host, bro. Von is the host. What are you talking about? When I host, I can do what I want to do, just like when you host, you can do what you want to do. Okay?
He's asking you to help him out.
You know what I mean? Von asked me to pull it up, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, he going to be YouTube busy when we get to the
Give me a second.
But we going to get the Randers first.
Hey, D.
Yo.
You got it?
No, not yet. Not
Put
yet.
Kareem Jackson bang bang play that drew critical penalty.
Okay.
Just Google that.
Hold on. Oh, you said Google it. It's where I want to catch the.
You can put it on YouTube. It'll go YouTube.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
That was I think we're gonna wait till you to continue the discussion, D. But that was a nice little hit, man.
Yeah, it was.
You don't want to see nobody get hurt, bro. You know, like it's like when Nehemiah got popped. You don't want to see nobody get hurt.
But listen. If that was Purdy that got hit, what would y'all be saying right now? It was a good hit?
It would depend on the hit.
If it was Purdy that got hit, just like Dude got hit, what would you guys be saying?
A hit is a hit. It don't change.
He got hit.
Is that what? Wait a minute. It's not depend on how he got. If he got hit like the dude got hit today, like he got hit, not any other way, the same way he got hit.
Then you stand up, I'm standing up.
First of all,
listen, guys, hold on. You're changing the narrative of the question.
First of all, let me say this: he wasn't on two legs on the ground.
Hold on.
He caught the ball and he was running. Coming right at the defender, and the defender caught him.
He met it.
So let me ask you this: How could he spear at the guy and hit him in the torso, and they both on the ground if the guy wasn't down? Was they standing straight up when he hit him? Were they both on their feet? Were they both on their feet when he got hit?
You concentrate on putting the thing up.
What?
I'm saying, were they both on their feet?
Yeah, roll the tape, man.
Were they both on their feet when he got hit?
He caught the ball like a slant, and he was running, and the DB was coming right at him, and they both met. Bam! They called a head-to-head penalty.
Hold on.
Hit or nothing.
Oh no,
they said it was head-to-head.
Okay, let me ask you this. This is another play. We're gonna look at that one too. The flag that they threw on Jimmy. Now Jimmy dove. And dude hit him. He didn't even hit him in the head, and they threw a flag on him, right?
Man,
did y'all miss that play?
Then we can talk about Jimmy. Get to the first one first, man.
Kareem Jackson. Oh no, that's when he intercepted it.
Kareem Jackson hit on Jacoby Myers.
Get out of character.
Okay, hold on.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Man, what did you say?
Oh shoot.
I said you still got that collar on your neck, man. Don't get out of character. Don't let the DJ.
I wish y'all could see this.
Stop you from playing.
Yeah, collar here, Doc.
Hold on.
That's my collar.
Okay. Why it just keeps bringing up Kareem intercepts. Intercepts.
Here's another. Just put Jacoby Myers down after dangerous hit.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Myers down after dangerous hit. Okay. Myers, oops, down after dangerous hit. Okay, here we go, right here. Here we go, right here. Let's see. Boom.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up. Let me
Hey,
get
the
back.
ref, they just reacted to that hit, man. It was a hit.
Okay, let's see. Let me skip.
I just
this.
didn't like how dude was laying his head to the side. And just,
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's that sport, man.
yeah, man, that's dangerous.
Crazy.
It's violent.
Slant for slant and slant too.
Yeah.
Slant for dangerous.
Okay, listen to the commentators too. Here, go right here. Hold
Oh,
on.
forget the commentators.
Listen to what they said. They
I
commentated.
already heard what they said.
I want you to see.
No, let's see the
I said
video.
it was a helmet to helmet.
Let's see the video.
Hold on. I'm finna put it up. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to click up. Share screen. Boom. Okay. Oh, shoot. Where is it? Oh, that's
Like you
showing-
always say, forget the commentators. What are your eyes see?
That's showing.
That's why I'm wearing my glasses tonight, man. So I can see through.
Hold on, guys. It's asking me to do something different this time. I don't know why it's asking me to do all this when I just want to share the screen.
Wait a minute, baby, it's the flag.
Trying to get it to film. Yeah.
It's the
No,
flag.
it won't.
Hey, that's like that play. You remember that play in the game where I don't know, Garoppolo did something. No, Wilson did something. Oh, he fumbled the ball, and then they called a holding penalty on the dude on the other side. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Clearly,
I'm like, how do you?
the play wasn't going that way, but he did hold the dude up.
But no, well, the thing
Okay,
is,
here we go.
Roy,
Oh, no.
it's
Here we go.
like
Here we
how
We don't want to see Tom Brady. Don't
how
get
in
him
the
on.
world did they make that call and it wasn't even a pass play? Is what I'm saying. Here's the
Here
play.
you go.
Look, see his knee? Was his knee down?
No.
Was his right knee
Run back.
down? His knees was down on the ground.
No, it wasn't running back.
Dude, what is you looking at, bro?
Yeah, that's the picture.
What
I
is
like
you
right
looking
there.
at? You tell me this dude's knee wasn't down. It ain't like he was trying to advance. He was
How
going
was
down.
his knee down, though, G?
He
Didn't
covered
nobody
up
even-
like this and
He
went
fell
down.
on his own? He fell on his own?
Yes, he fell on his own. Look at his knee. You telling me that he knocked him down to his knee? Or did he go
Right
down
back.
on his
Or
knee?
he lost his balance?
No,
All right, here we
look,
go.
he covered up the ball and went down like this. Watch him. And you telling me this dude knocked him down? No, he didn't. Watch.
I didn't say he
Catch,
knocked him down.
went down.
Dude, but you're not slowing it down. Deep pause it.
You can't-
going into that.
Hold
You
on.
know it's bad when they start waving to the sidelines right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
But that don't mean the hit was illegal, D. It just
Dude, he hit the dude
He's
when
going back.
he's down. He ain't finna advance like you got to spear a dude like that on the ground to stop him. Where is he going? Look at him right here. You see him?
All right.
If that was
This is like
Debo Samuel, if that was Debo, he'd be trying to run you over.
But that's Debo. That's why Debo stays hurt because he
Come on,
try to
man.
get
All
extra
right.
yards all the time. This dude was going down, man. And look at the defender. He's standing up on both
It looked like
feet.
the dude is actually bracing for impact.
He is.
Although as he caught the ball coming across the
But
slant,
listen.
he saw the guy, and it's like he's beginning to crunch.
He ain't
to
on
break
his
the
knees.
impact.
Listen.
He ain't on his knees yet.
Look at the defender.
Oh.
Is the defender launching? Is he going toward him or is he standing up?
He's bracing the tackle.
He's bracing the tackle, right?
He's standing
low.
up. Body
He's
leaning.
getting low. He's getting low to tackle.
Okay.
Yes, the guy that's at the first down mark. Yeah.
This guy.
The other cat is chasing.
This guy.
Yeah.
See how he's standing? Both feet on the ground.
He's
Pretty
bracing
much
for tackle.
straight up and down right here.
Bracing the grab. Yeah.
Now, and look at this guy. He going down. He go, watch his knee.
He ain't going down
watch
just
this,
yet. He's
watch
crunching.
this knee. Watch
He's
this knee.
preparing for the hit.
Man, watch this knee, dude. What is you talking about?
Which knee? The right knee?
This knee right here. Watch this knee. Let me see if I could just move it to the next frame. Look at his knee. And look at dude launching at him. The dude is going down, man. Look, he ain't close to him. You can see the logo in between both of them, right? Can you see the logo? Look at the logo right here. And that leg is down. Look at the logo right here. Look at this dude. He's still on 2 feet. The dude is going down.
His momentum is taking him that way, D.
But the guy is already going down. So his momentum got to take him like this.
Well, I don't think.
Hold on. Hold on.
on.
So his momentum got to stop the dude like this, like that.
So
His
what
momentum
was he
got to
supposed-
stop him like that.
So
He
what
was
you feel
low
he
enough
should have
to
did?
tackle.
So what you feel?
Look, even he threw his hands up like, oh, shoot. Come on, man. He knew himself, man. He wasn't supposed to hit that guy like that. Come on, man.
He was low enough to tackle.
To tackle, he lunged forward. He knocked the dude backwards. Let me see
That
if they're
dude
going to
was
show it in
bracing.
slow
He
motion.
wasn't lunging.
He didn't lunge?
No, he was bracing the tackle. The dude was coming into him.
Wait. He was coming into him. How was he coming? Look, let's go back to this frame right here, man.
When he's leaning to go toward the dude that's on the first down marker, number 22.
How
He got
is he?
his shoulder.
Listen. Okay, I tell you what. Look at this guy's feet right here after the hit, right? You just said that he was coming at him. Where is his feet at on this frame right here? And you said the dude was coming. If he was coming at him, he would have been across that first down marker, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He lost his footing.
Look at his feet. He's
lost
at
his
the
footing.
first down marker, right?
Right.
And you saying the dude came at him. You say the dude came at him, but look where his feet is when he hit him.
He lost
How
his
did the
footing.
dude come at him and he's still way back there, a yard behind the first down marker?
I believe he was trying to get to the first down marker.
He was trying to get to the first down.
Oh my
And
goodness.
he was trying to stop him from getting the first down.
He was already down, bro.
Go back and take physics, because centrifugal force will cause you to do that.
John, go look. You a preacher, dude. Don't get struck
Hold on.
by lightning in your own
Let me
church.
ask a question. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this yellow marker the first down marker?
It's not the actual marker, but they have it there to give you basically an idea where the marker is. It's not
Right.
the sticks.
Right.
It's not the sticks. But
No, I know.
in
That's the
this
first
frame-
down line. That's the line.
Yeah.
For the first down. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So the offensive player looks like he's diving in to try to get the first down.
And the defender's goal is to stop
But
him.
he
the
didn't.
defender is going to stop
Listen.
him.
How? Look, he's down right here, Roy. Look at his
He don't have
feet.
the first down though.
Exactly. So where was he trying to get the first down at? He's down.
Look at the line.
The first down way up here.
He just came up short because he got
His
hit.
knee
got
is
hit.
down. His foot is down 2 yards from the marker. Well, 1.5 yards from the marker. This dude, when he
He
started,
wasn't diving for the first down, huh?
dude, he down. All you gotta do is touch him.
Touched.
Listen, when a quarterback goes down and he slides. Well, hold on. Answer this question. When a quarterback runs the ball and he slides to go down, right?
Just need to be touched.
He just needs to be touched, and the players go up and touch him with 2 hands. So because he slid like that, you thought he was gonna get
Ain't no
the
receiver.
first
I mean,
down,
he
so
ain't
you lay him
quarterback.
out?
I don't think he was trying to see. You're basing it off of he was trying to slide instead of him.
I
just
didn't say that.
losing his
I didn't
foot.
say that. He went down.
You just said it, bro.
I said he went down. Whether he was
Just
sliding
like
or
this.
not, he went down,
You
bro.
just said
You-
so.
you
He
just-
slided
yo.
to slide.
I
We
said
not
if
talking
a
about
quarterback
We talking
slide.
about- He wasn't trying to slide, bro.
I
He was
said if a
trying to
quarterback
get the
slides,
first-
bro.
him, and his ass got popped. Period.
It's a
And like I said,
it's a given. It's a given if the quarterback slides not to touch him. That's a given.
no, it's not a given.
Hey,
Then why
but
do they
look,
still
hey,
touch him with two hands,
Hey,
Don?
Rev. Hey,
Why do
Rev.
they still touch him with two hands then?
The quarterback can't slide head first.
He didn't either.
No, I'm just saying.
You right, D. He didn't slide head first because he didn't slide at all. He lost his footing.
Whatever,
He
bro.
tried to go
Hey,
first down,
so was it a penalty or not? OB, was it a penalty or not?
You know why it was a penalty,
Was it
right?
a penalty or not?
You know why it was a penalty,
I'm
right?
waiting on OB. I hear you, Roy. Hold on 1 second. OB, was it a penalty or not?
He said, I got better things to do.
In my heart of hearts, I don't think it was a penalty.
If it would have been Purdy, was it a penalty?
He wasn't trying to go for the guy's head.
Oh,
He
my
got
God.
low, and he was trying to block the guy from making first down.
So why not, if the guy was down, why not just touch him with two hands?
His momentum couldn't let him. He was moving.
Because he's not a quarterback. You're only taught to do that to the quarterback, not to a guy that's running the ball that's trying to. You're not,
Okay, hold on. Let me show you another play then. So go back and look at the play when what's his name, when Garoppolo went head first. What they called the flag on that? He was down.
He's a quarterback.
If you go head first, you're fair game.
Don, what are you talking about? I thought you're supposed to protect the quarterback. Whether you go head first, feet first, when you go down, you're supposed to touch him with two hands, right?
Yeah, but a quarterback, if he goes head first, he's fair game because the quarterback knows.
Why did they call a penalty then?
Got to slide.
Why did they call a penalty then?
Because in today's climate, they're going to protect the quarterback.
What are you talking about, dude?
They called a penalty for head-to-head contact.
Thank you. Did you see the game, Orlando?
I'm talking about this play right here.
Did you see the
that you got on
game?
the screen.
Did you
I'm
see the
talking about
game
this
on the play we talking
The
about?
question on the deck is this play.
No, it's not. Roy just said. He said what the play was. It was head-to-head on Garoppolo. That's what I mentioned to you. And again, you didn't see the play. Just like this guy. You're looking at the frame right here, right at the point of where's his feet at? He's nowhere near getting the first down. And this guy his feet in the frame prior to that, his feet was straddling the line. They made a call. They called it unnecessary roughness. Right? They didn't call it spearing. They didn't say helmet to helmet. They said unnecessary roughness. That's what they call, right? Matter of fact,
that's to do with interpretation.
Was it unnecessary roughness due to head-to-head?
Unnecessary roughness, hitting the defensive player.
They said it was helmet-to-helmet contact. He led with the helmet.
That's what the commentator
said.
That's what the commentator said.
It wasn't unnecessary roughness or anything like
Hold
that.
Hold on, I'm going to see.
They got it for helmet-to-helmet.
You're not going to win, bro.
We're going to see what they called. I didn't see what they called. Wait a minute. It's saying, I want to catch the ref. What are you saying?
You just say it now. You didn't see what they called, but you just arguing the fact that
I asked, what did they call? Shut up, dude. You couldn't even watch the game. You couldn't even watch the game. So you was listening to me tell you what happened.
You're going to argue all of us down just so you can be right to make a point, bro.
Wait a minute. What did he say? Hold on. The commentator said helmet to helmet, Roy. Hold on. I want to see what the ref call was. They stepped away. When they came back, they was already coming out of the huddle.
You got volume on that, D?
Say again?
You got volume on that so we can hear the commentary?
Hold on. For a while. See, they didn't even show what the ref called. They said, the commentators were saying, you can't lead with the helmet, you could go shoulder to shoulder. That's what they're saying. But they didn't say I seen him go unnecessary roughness, number 22, 15-yard penalty, and a first down.
So let's hear that with volume. So
that's
we all
what.
can be on the,
Hold on a second.
when he hit.
Is, okay. Oh yeah, that's when he was telling them to move back.
Yeah, so it's just a little bit before this.
But did he? Let me see, man, because I got to catch when the ref came back and. Okay, they saying both officials agree they led with the helmet, and then this guy walks over there. This guy walks over there. This guy walks over there.
But the commentator had a comment just as soon as it happened.
Yeah, he said two flags go down.
Yep.
And it says it does appear he led with the helmet. That's what is that Dan Fouts, I think? Whoever that was.
Yeah.
Said it does appear he led with the helmet.
Johnson, yeah.
But see, right here, he's saying you got to try to make that play and be physical without leading with your head. Let me see if I can find the longer one, because see, they cut it off. Let me see if I can find the longer one that goes to when the ref actually made the call. Because that one cuts off. That one cuts off. Let me see. Here's a comment. One person says, it does look like Jackson tried to lead with his shoulder, but Jabari slides down to his right, which causes the incidental head contact. Then this
simultaneously.
This guy, he beat him to the spot already and could have taken him down in so many ways, yet he chose to deliver a blow to the head. That was either personal for the touchdown taunt or he got a phantom paycheck for that type of...
That's somebody reaching.
But he was talking smack when he caught that touchdown, though. In his face, too. Let me see. Let me try to find.
He didn't have him down before then.
Let me see something. Oh shoot, I'm pressing the wrong die. Oh, okay. Let me see something. Dangerous hit. Let me just try dangerous hit Raiders game, and see if it brings
come up with Daryl Stingley, man.
Dangerous hit Raiders.
That ain't nice, man. Stingley.
Nice. I'm just saying. Like typing that in.
Today.
Roy trying to find it too, look like.
Let me see. Raiders game. Okay, Jacoby Myers. This is that same thing. It looks like they only got this one highlight. That one where it switches off. I don't see no other. I don't see no other hits, bro. That's the only one that got on that today. Dang. I don't see it. I put in dangerous hits today. I put in, see, it just goes to Jacoby Myers down after dangerous hit. That's the same. This video is the same one we just looked at. So you can see what the commentators are saying right there, right? Let me pull it up. You can see what they're saying if I leave the closed captions on. So, yeah, I think, with the way the game was going, and like I told y'all last week, in the third quarter of games, if the Raiders are playing, you could best believe they're going to be tossing flags on the Raiders. And in the third quarter again today, you're seeing what happened. Oh, shoot, why aren't they showing the closed captions now? Okay. He says, this is scary. We'll step away. Oh, man. Yeah, see, they don't, I can't find a video that shows when the ref walked back. He just says, look, he says, oh, he was down for a while. Too many plays like that.
Yeah, that needs to leave football. That's what he said. There's no place for this.
Yeah, see, look, they coming up. Yeah, see, they never show. They cut it off, man. They never go back and show. We'd have to pretty much watch the freaking game and go to that point. Which there's another video that shows highlights, but I doubt if they show that and show a play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, hey, they threw a flag. I think dude didn't have to hit him like that. Everybody got their opinion. I'm sticking to my opinion. I don't think he had to hit dude like that. You know what I mean? And hey, the ref threw the flag. So, you know, that's all I can say. We can't take the flag back.
Hey, what was the name of that player again?
Jacoby Myers down after dangerous hit.
Okay. Well, we'll have somebody look for that while we move on to the next show.
Well, I still raised the question to Mr. OB who ain't answered. If Brock Purdy would have got hit like that, would it have been a flag? Mr. OB?
Say again?
I said if Brock Purdy would have gotten hit like that, would it have been a flag?
On the quarterback, yeah.
Oh, of course, because I said the quarterbacks they protect, they treat quarterbacks different than any other player.
If it was Debo, would it have been a flag?
Listen, you guys, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit. They'll call it on the quarterback. They'll call it on a running back. They'll call it on a wide receiver. If it's helmet-to-helmet, they're going to make that call.
Exactly my point I'm trying to make to Mr. OB.
I agree with that. I'm just saying that
whether it's intentional or not.
Now, OB, what did you just say a minute ago about he got hit, and that's all to it? What did you just say a minute ago?
I said, if it was me, you asked me personally, do I think it was a helmet to helmet? I said no. Now, just because they called it that's how they called it. You got to accept
but
that.
Now when Roy just said it was helmet to helmet, you like, yeah, you're right.
I said, he said as far as them calling it on any player.
What was it a helmet to helmet hit or not?
In reference to what I was saying is that they protect the quarterbacks different than other players. Now, as far as him saying, well, helmet to helmet, they call on everybody. Okay, but that still doesn't negate my point of the referees protect the quarterback differently than they do other people on the roster.
Okay. Now, this particular play,
I stand by what I said.
This particular play, your comment was he got hit and that's all to it. Whatever you said.
I think, in my opinion, seeing it with my eyes, in real time, I think he met the man low. He's trying to stop the man. Right. I don't think.
OB, I think I can answer the question for you. And D, if that was Deebo Samuel's coming just like that, OB is saying he don't think it's a helmet-to-helmet hit. Correct?
Well, he didn't say nothing. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying. That's what he's saying.
He started talking about they protect the quarterback. And I said, if it was Deebo Sanders, would it have been a flag? He didn't answer. He didn't answer. That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, well,
I would say yes.
Yeah.
So basically, it was an illegal hit, regardless of who he hit.
Based on what they call.
Well, you said yourself it was helmet to helmet. Helmet to helmet is illegal.
That's what they call.
So okay.
That's not agreeing with the call. That's the way it went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear that.
Agree to disagree on that.
I can hear that.
So until somebody come up with that video like we trying to surf for D, let's talk about them Niners, man. That Niner game, man. That was a hell of a game, wasn't it? They look pretty.
Yeah.
I'll get mine in first as the moderator. They look pretty damn down on both sides of the ball. What's up, OB?
I gotta go, man. I'm out.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Stay encouraged, though. Don't let D run y'all. No.
Oh, man, he don't bother me. He know.
Yes, I do. Hey, you see how you be getting pushed out of shape and be saying all kind of crazy stuff that you can't even remember you said.
But yeah, we look pretty darn he gone. So we look pretty darn dominant on both sides of the ball. Even if it was
as expected.
Hey, let me just say this, Von.
Go ahead, Roy.
It wasn't expected by everybody.
No, the dude up in the left-hand side of the
You
corner.
can say that. I can say that. But I knew some Pittsburgh fans and everybody really thought they was going to bring it to the Niners.
Yeah,
well, they Pittsburgh fans, but I mean,
no, I'm just saying. I've heard some folks say that you know, Pittsburgh play tough at home and all this stuff, and you know, but they came in and showed up and showed out. Go ahead, Bon.
My Viz Gotti homie up in the left-hand corner said that they would lose, but you know, it didn't work out that way.
Me?
You.
Yeah, I don't like the 49ers, Ron. Like I said in the text, what am I supposed to say?
I
know. Oh, man, you don't give them no love. I said it from the beginning of the season, preseason. The 49ers are the most talented team on both sides of the ball. When you put 11 on 11 starters.
That was Rack saying you didn't give them no love. I was.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay. I thought that was you.
I was ribbing you talking about saying that the 49ers was the better team than the Raiders. That was me.
No, I didn't. No. I never said that. I said that the Niners have the most talent. And y'all just, so the 49ers is not better than the Raiders? No, obviously, if I'm saying y'all one of the top two teams in the NFL, talent-wise, on paper, y'all got the most talent.
I was giving you the business
in
the way that the statement was made. I wasn't.
I understand. I understand.
I'm trying to understand. How can you say they're the most talented team on both sides of the ball and still hate them?
Who said I hate them? I'm sure. If I hated them, I would say y'all suck. I've never said that.
He said he disliked the organization.
I don't like the organization and the way they treat their players, period. That's it. That's not going to change because they've already done enough damage as far as I can see. Me and Roy have had conversations. I'll call Roy after a game, even if the 49ers lose. And what I used to say, Roy, man, why is Garoppolo doing this? Why they ain't doing the bootleg on the goal line and they drop it back in the red zone trying to pass the ball after you done handed the ball to McCaffrey to get in the red zone? Am I right or wrong, Roy? Have we had those conversations? Yeah. I might critique them, and say, then that's with any team. Look at Garoppolo today on the 1 yard line going play action. On the 1 yard line, jumping, they false starting, end up dropping back, throwing a freaking pick on a 3rd and goal. You know what I mean? So, I mean, any team, but the Niners, as far as their organization, I don't like them. But are they the most talented team? They 1 or 2 with Kansas City. I can't take that away. What I'm going to say, they phony? They ain't got no players? They prove it. So, I mean.
So I'm gonna clear that up for my reverend brother there. There's a distinguished difference between dislike and hate. And Webster's clears that up, brother. So you can go Google.
Thank you, sir. I know about Webster.
The difference in the dictionary to see what that means. So that's all right. I
knew about Webster before you knew about Webster. Thank you.
That's but you don't know the difference between hate and dislike, and that's tonight.
Yes, I do.
But I don't, like I say, I don't understand why people say I hate the Niners. How could I hate a team? I hate the way the organization treat their players. Like I said, I keep it real, man. What my eyes see is that they don't let the black players, the talented black players, get their just due. They don't. That's just how I see it. Ain't no reason in the world that Debo shouldn't get 10 passes a game.
And more so as of late.
As of lately, especially since McCaffrey came, it was kind of balanced when it was what's his name, Kittle and Debo. But then when Kittle started getting hurt a little more often, and they brought in McCaffrey as a more like a utility type guy that could do running back and catch passes in the flat and all that. Yes, but then Debo numbers went down. There's no reason in the world that a player with Debo's ability should not get 10 pass attempts a game.
I agree.
Period.
And that was an issue.
Period.
His negotiation with the Niners, and it
Well,
was kind of
let me say this. Let me say this. Ayuk is he's a more I don't want to use the word bona fide receiver. He is more of a receiver than Debo is because of how the 49ers used Debo before McCaffrey got there. Debo would run routes, but Debo was used more like a running back
backfield. He was in
the backfield than what so that's where the thing come in at. That's why what's his name shines so much, because he could run them routes like that. And now you taking away carries what Debo was getting because you're giving it to McCaffrey, who is a bona fide running back. Right? That's his position.
Well,
right.
But I mean, I look at it like this. When Debo gets the ball, Debo makes the whole defense play. Ayuk's routes are one-on-one routes or double coverage routes. If he could get in the seam and you hit him, he has the hands to catch the ball. But it's only like two guys there to stop this dude. When Debo get the ball, you got everybody in the box after this dude. That's 8 to 9 people. You know what I mean?
And that's what make their offense dynamic, so dynamic.
But if he not getting the ball, then guess what? You put yourself
he don't need to get the touches he was getting before. He getting paid. He don't need to get the touches.
Well, see, everybody keeps saying he getting paid.
He don't need to get the touches like that though.
But D, when he was negotiating his contract, I'll just throw this out there. When he was negotiating his contract, part of that was how he was being used.
Exactly.
Like you said. And so he kind of welcomed, as weird as it sounds, he welcomed McCaffrey to come to take some of the punishment that he was taking by being back.
He was getting punished.
Well, that was because, yes, he was playing slot, wide out, and running back.
He was getting punished.
Okay, so with that, okay, you bring in McCaffrey, but because you bring in a dude to be the running back position, that means you cut my attempts in half? You go to me only half the time? Remember, he had 12 touchdowns the year prior. Last year, he only had 5. He only had 5 touchdowns last season.
What Roy was saying, the dynamics changed.
I understand that, but so he don't have to play running back. So you would think he would still have enough. Say again,
Now he got to get up to speed to playing receiver.
Yeah,
not
but
running back.
I understand, but running back is speed and taking the hits. The one, like I said, the receivers are one-on-one, basically. You got that DB and or you might have the safety and DB collapse on you.
Beyond him.
When you in the backfield, you got to get past whoever pulling for you or blocking for you and whoever in the box. We could be 8 to 9 guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he would be taking less punishment, and I think he would be more susceptible to getting open. And like I said, Debo is a yards after catch guy. He just needs to know when to go down when you do get hit. Stop trying to get one extra yard because a guy is holding your leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what got his injury. Yeah.
That's what got his injury. But for him to get, I say anywhere from 60 to 70% less passes thrown at him with his talent. And the reason why Ayuk is shining so much, because guess what? Ayuk was always getting open. He was always open. How many times you seen Jimmy Garoppolo throw to somebody, them passes when he be running to the sideline, he try to throw in the flat to the tight end or the running back, it get tips and it's interception, and you look in the background and Ayuk be 20 yards downfield behind everybody.
Like he was on the play today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like he was.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. On one of those shows today, too, they talked about how him and Kyle had a talk, and Kyle came at him. Hey, dude, you were out of shape. You know, you were this and dude admitted that.
Who? Debo?
Debo admitted he was out of shape.
He had a 2-hour conversation. Yeah.
Really?
One of those shows. Yeah. They said Kyle came at him like, "Hey, man, you know," because I guess dude probably was saying the same thing. So if you out of shape and you're not taking your job serious, then dude admitted yeah, I am out of shape, bro. And I think most of us out of shape because he probably was injured a lot. When you injured, you can't work out as much as you can, you know, when you're healthy.
That's true.
I mean, that's true to a certain extent, but I mean, I'm gonna go back to the black and white thing. I'm the star, and then they bring in Brian Jones. My buddy used to go to Oceana, and they start giving Brian Jones the ball.
That means you got to set up your game.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna be like, hold on, man. At some point, whether I'm right, wrong, whatever, I'm still gonna say, hold on a second. It's gonna mess with my psyche. I'm gonna be like, hold on, man. I'm making it happen, and then they bring this dude in, and now I'm not getting as many touches. Yeah, I might not practice as hard. You know what I mean? And it might take the coach to say, like you say, I didn't know that until y'all just told me that he admitted that, you know, yeah, I might have lost a step or I might be out.
So now the question is, does that change your thought pattern after you heard it being admitted?
No. I still think he should get the I still think they should throw at him 10 times a game.
But you know, D, the funny thing is, when they went to go trade for McCaffrey, Debo was on board to get him.
Yeah, well, again, it goes back to working him to depth. Well, working him to depth, and I think the work, the usage, and the money thing was a combined issue for him. Like, get somebody to take some of this high usage off of me, but you still need to let me get my touches, and I've already proven what I can do when I do get touches, so you owe me, basically. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't like the way the organization handles players. And Debo is a great player, man. Debo can be, but I pick Ayuk to be one of the top if not 5 receivers this year.
Let me just say this to your credit. Last week you did mention that you thought that Ayuk was going to have a great year.
Yeah.
You did say that last week.
I believe it. I believe it, man. Yeah. The dude is bad, man. And I didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah.
When some dude tackled him today, and this dude, you could see the jersey coming when he was running, and he hit Ayuk, and it was just like he hit him, and Ayuk just like kept going. Like, you know how when they be practicing, they be having them big old pads, and you be coming up the hole, and they got to hit you with them pads, and you just keep, that's what it looked like. You seen this dude coming full speed, and when he hit Ayuk, it was like he hit one of them pants, and he kept going. I say, dang. And then it wasn't OB on the phone. I think it was my boy Leroy. I say, man, is Ayuk bigger than Debo? And he was like, yeah, man, Ayuk is. I say, man, I got to go look at the roster and see this dude's height and weight, because he is a pretty big dude.
Yeah. Did you see Peterson out there playing today?
Did I? Did I? Oh my goodness, man.
And they had a couple of little on board number 29 though. The little Polynesian cat for us, man, is a beach too.
Yeah, he remind me of almost like how John Lynch used to play.
Yeah.
Like John Lynch, he might hit you illegally and be like, okay, but you know, I had to stop you. You know, yeah, that's kind of how dude is.
He bring it all the time. And that darn forward lateral though, he was planning on that, but he couldn't get it behind.
Yeah.
But that was an alpha play because he was bracing for that hit.
Yeah.
Hey, so you were speaking on size, right?
Yeah. How big is Ayuk?
Ayuk is 6 feet 200.
What is Debo?
6 feet 215. That's
really?
He lost all that weight though. Yeah. He lost a lot of weight.
So he heavier than Ayuk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They both 6 feet?
Yeah.
But he don't look no 215 now, do he?
No, he don't look.
He's heavy and fast. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, but that's what they got him listed at right now.
Wow. Okay. Ayuk look big, man. I mean, to me, he looks like he'll hurt you, man, if you ain't trying to tackle him right. You know.
Well, Ayuk got something. He got something to play for.
Contract year, like you said earlier today.
And not only that, I mean, again, it's something about that chemistry between Brock Purdy and Ayuk. He going to him more. Yes, I got Debo on my fantasy thing, and I'm like, come on, throw the ball to Debo. Son.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all today y'all played. What y'all played today was execution. Let's go out here, execute these plays, and the defense was pretty much, let's just run wild. Let's everybody be on full tilt, and just basically get these guys out of sync. And that's what it was. Your secondary was pretty much, just all over the place except for number 3. What's his name? Who didn't he have an illegal hit? And then on the sideline, remember when homeboy hurdled? When homeboy hurdled, who was that hurdled somebody and he freaking drilled him on the sideline out of bounds?
A receiver for Pittsburgh, I forget old boy's name.
Yeah, he drilled him out of, and then right after that he had another bonehead play,
But we had them 3 and out for damn near the first half. They couldn't get no momentum and rhythm
until that one penalty, and then that's how they got the drive at the end of the half.
Yeah,
I just I'm concerned about that offensive line, man. I mean, you're gonna play a lot more better defensive lines than what Pittsburgh. I know T.J. Watt is a beast, but he was wreaking havoc.
Yeah,
what a good thing was I could see on y'all line was that they was keeping an opening in the middle where he could step up if he needed to. You know what I mean? Unlike the Raiders, who let the whole defensive line, front 4, collapse in the middle, that forces Garoppolo to run out, left or right. You know what I mean? And Garoppolo don't need to run nowhere trying to throw the ball. He definitely don't need to try to run. And hey, y'all ask why I be on Garoppolo. Y'all seen it today. Y'all ask why I always was on Garoppolo's head. Y'all seen it today.
Yeah.
1st and goal on the 1 yard line. You telling me you not gonna score a touchdown, bro? You gonna wind up even getting a flag that gave you another set of downs, and you throw an interception.
Yeah, the thing that got me, because I had Josh Jacobs I got him on my fantasy too.
On the
1? When the Raiders had 1st and goal on the 1.
How many times they handed him the ball?
No, he fumbled the first snap.
Garoppolo did. What did he do when he stood up? Eric, me and Rack was on the phone. What did Garoppolo do when he stood up after that fumble? Did y'all see what he did?
Well, he looked around for one.
But did you see what he was doing when he was looking around? When he stood up, he got the fumble recovery, then he stood up, and then they started gathering around him for the huddle, and the camera was right in his cage. It was like looking right in his face. What was that dude doing? Laughing and giggling.
About how he threw the pass. He did the same thing with us when he
threw the underhand pass. Remember? He laughed after that, and I said, "Why this dude be laughing when he screw up? Like, what is that about, dude?" Like, not good. So what you think your line is thinking? Man, we up here getting stomped on. 350-pound dudes is laying down on top of us as soon as we hike the ball.
They thinking the same thing they thought when Kerry Collins slipped and used the N-word in Carolina, and they stopped blocking for that.
They up there, because the offensive line up. They be low. The defense be like this on top of them. They hike the ball. The whole defensive line just fall on everybody. And you down there, you laughing because you done fumbled the ball. Like, okay. Good stuff, dude. And that's why I be on Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, we won, but we could have lost that game at any place, especially in the 4th quarter. I don't understand this. You don't want the team to score, yet you go in a man-to-man press. I said, my buddy Prozac was on the phone, and he said, "We got him, man. I said, "No, we don't. I say, because look, they got enough time. They about to take a shot up the field. The next play, they throw it. What happens? Pass interference. Why are you still playing press defense when it's the time is on y'all side? Why are you not in a prevent then?
I was about to say that the only thing that worked against the Denver in the last part was time.
Yeah.
Raiders had that, and they sat on that clock.
Yep.
And ran it down. Had Denver had one more opportunity?
Hey, one more set of downs, they would have got us.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Because, you know, Russell Wilson, he ain't it for me no more.
He never was it for me, but I just for the team.
He's just a Niner killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays well against the Niners. Well, he played in Seattle. He used to play good against the Rams too.
Yeah.
And he used to tear Arizona butt up.
Yeah.
Hey, so next week we got the Rams. Rams pulled the upset today.
They went into Seattle and won.
In Seattle.
They went into Seattle.
That'll be a good test for us next week because, you know, on the road. I think that in spite of what everybody's saying about, you know, it was expected for us to beat Pittsburgh. And, you know, the thing from this game, did anybody get injured? I don't think we had any major injuries.
Y'all didn't have no injuries today. So that was good for y'all. I mean, you know, no injuries. Yeah. I want to check.
We catching Rams. You know, there's no excuses. They don't have a Cooper Cup. You know, we stopped the run. We stopped Cam Akers, and you know, we just have to deal with Aaron Donald, which they have pretty good success with him. So I'm looking at a 2-0. I'm looking at 2-0.
Look at what the Cowboys did, man. Golly.
What did they do?
40-0.
Yeah, but I mean, only
Who did they play?
They ain't got nobody. They played New York Giants.
They played it, but remember how they was making all this noise about now Mac Jones is back or whatever his name is, and Saquon. Did you see the hit that dude put on Saquon Barkley?
Yeah.
When he fumbled? Yeah. Tagged him.
So did the Jets play today or did they play tomorrow?
The Jets game is tomorrow night. Hey, Roy, I actually put some money on that game, dude. Ain't no way the Jets finna beat Buffalo tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm taking my chances, man. I'm taking my chances. I don't see them, even though they play in New York, I don't see them beating the doggone Buffalo Bills. So Carolina, there's the scores right there, gentlemen, from the day. Vaughn, if you want to roll through them or you want me to roll through them right quick. I don't know if you was finished on your hosting.
Yeah, I was. I'm calling that a wrap. I think we covered most.
We covered everything?
Yeah, and then a couple of add-ins that I had in there. Yeah, so go ahead and go do your thing, man.
I'm gonna hit y'all with the scores.
Yeah. And
maybe we might look at some stats from a couple of players that did their thing today. Hey Roy, who got Justin Jeffries in fantasy? He had 150 yards receiving today.
Yeah.
Ooh, who got Tyreek?
Yeah.
Tyreek had 215.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Ooh, who had Tua? See, I didn't even trip on the stats. I was looking at score. Tua threw for 466.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. I did not know that. Wow. Ecker rushed for 117. McCaffrey, 142. So I'm going to go down the list. I'm going to give y'all the scores and the teams. Atlanta over Carolina, 24-10. Bryce Young threw for 146. Algier rushed for 75. Kyle Pitts was receiving leader with 44 yards. Dang. Cincinnati lost to Cleveland, 24-3. Deshaun Watson threw for 154. Nick Chubb rushed for 106. And Elijah Moore had 43 yards receiving. Jacksonville beat Indiana 31-21. Trevor Lawrence threw for 241. Travis Etienne Jr. had 77 yards rushing. Calvin Ridley had 101 yards receiving. Tampa Bay over Minnesota. God, dog, I had Minnesota on that game. And Tampa Bay won 20-17. Old rusty Kirk Cousins threw for 344 yards. Old rusty Kirk Cousins. Richard White had 39 yards rushing. Justin Jefferson, 150 receiving yards. New Orleans edged out Tennessee, 16-15. Derek Carr threw for 305. Derrick Henry had 63 yards. And Chris Olave had 112 yards receiving. He's actually on New Orleans, that's right. And again, SF Niners, 30-7 over Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett threw for 232. McCaffrey rushed for 152. And Ayuk had 129 yards receiving. So what did Purdy throw for?
That's what I was just about to ask.
If Ayuk had 129 yards receiving, what did he throw for? He didn't throw for more than 200 yards? Roy, can you check that? What Purdy threw for?
He had 220.
Okay, so he edged him out by like 12 yards.
220, 200, 2 TDs.
Okay. Then we got Washington football team beat Arizona 20-16. I think that game was in Arizona. Oh, no, that was at Washington. And let's see. Sam Howell threw for 202. James Conner, 62 yards rushing. And Curtis Samuel had 54 yards receiving. Baltimore beat Houston 25-9. C.J. Stroud, 242 passing. Lamar Jackson, 38 rushing. Nico Collins, 80 yards receiving. Dang, Baltimore. Y'all, well, okay. I guess that was a win for them, a good win. Green Bay beat Chicago 38-20. Jordan Love, 245. Justin Fields, 59 yards rushing. And Aaron Jones, 86 yards receiving. Raider game. Raiders 17-16 over Denver. Garoppolo threw for 200 yards. Javonte Williams rushed for 52 yards. And Jacoby Myers had 81 yards. You know. But see, look, these teams, like your star receivers need to be your receiving leaders. You know what I mean? Not some dude that's third string or the third option. Like Renfro was on the field. Did he even throw to him today?
Yeah.
Like I don't even recall Renfro getting a pass.
And well, you know, like when we talk about the Niners, since we're going back talking about history, what made us so successful and dominant is that we spread the ball around. Our receivers had a good little run. The running game was different, and then the tight end was played a role in that too. And then the defense, was what it was. So if they're efficient and move the ball around like that, kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier with McCaffrey and Devo and that whole little thing, it works for everybody.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. So Philly beat New England 25-20. Mac Jones threw for 316. Kenneth Gainwell rushed for 54. And A.J. Brown had 79. A.J. Brown's with Philly. That's right. Okay. Then this was one man that hey man, I didn't think that this was gonna happen, but Miami over the Chargers, man. At LA, 36-34. Tua threw for 466. Ecker rushed for 117, and Tyreek Hill went bananas, 215.
Let me say something. You know what? It don't matter if it was here in LA. Chargers is a San Diego team, right?
Right.
You don't know that stadium. It was all Miami. I'm listening. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of Miami Dolphin fans up in there. Ain't these cats don't support. These cats in LA don't support.
They don't
the Chargers.
support the Chargers, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I was looking at tickets, because I knew I was going to be here, I'm like, why the tickets so low?
Yeah.
Because they don't. You get a ticket.
Niner contingent in Pittsburgh too today.
Yeah, there was a lot of folks went to Pittsburgh.
Well, the Niners travel. They travel well. I'm going to Minnesota when they play Minnesota on Monday night.
Right.
I go to an away game every year. Niners always, they have a chapter almost in every state.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, where they got football. They have a Niner got a chapter there. So, they travel. They travel well. But the ones out here, like Chargers, man, I thought I was in Miami.
Right.
We got let me see. We said the Philly game, Miami over Los Angeles, and then we got the Rams beat Seattle in Seattle, 30-13. Matthew Stafford threw for 334. Kenneth Walker rushed for 64, and Tutu Atwell.
We was looking at me and Isaac was looking at some stats about Geno Smith, and the first downs, it was like
what did Geno do?
It was like 16-1 or something like that in first downs. I'm like, ew.
Bro,
wait a minute, who Geno? Oh, Geno at Seattle.
Huh?
Was it the Niners? They had 199-1 at one point in the game today.
Yeah. You right. Who is Tutu Atwell, man? Who he play for? The Rams?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Number 5 out of Louisville. Second round pick.
Receiver?
2021. Yeah, here he go right here. 5'9", 165 pounds out of Louisville. He was picked up in 2021. And he had 6 receptions for 119. He caught a 44-yard. There go the touchdown right there. Oh, no, that's a 44-yard reception he had.
He didn't have no TDs.
He didn't have no TDs, but he ran a nice play right there. If he would have led him, he was gone. He had to slow down to catch that. Yeah, he had to slow down to catch that. Boom. Okay, so yeah. And then you got tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we got Buffalo going into MetLife Stadium. Oh, we forgot. Dallas 40-0 over
Hey, that was all defense.
New York. Dak Prescott 143, Tony Pollard 70, CeeDee Lamb 77.
Hey, so I haven't looked at the schedule thoroughly yet. So when we play Dallas, we play them here, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game, man, for a lot of reasons. Not just because of the rivalry, but because what transpired with Trey Lance, the boys gonna be trying to play for him or use that as a locker room motivator. But
Well, now this is what I can say.
That's gonna be
This is what I can say about the Dallas defense compared to the 49er defense. Dallas is fast in the second wave. The 49ers' first wave of defense is where they got their speed. They front 4 or 6 in the box. If you notice, Dallas, they secondary, and then, what's his name? Number 11. 11 plays every position for Dallas.
Yeah.
And then number 7. Them two dudes is all over the place. So it's like, y'all got that 6 in the box. Y'all be shutting teams down with that. Because Warner and them could get to them sidelines, and you got Bosa coming up the middle. Then what's that other dude with the Braves or whatever he got for y'all? Play on the line, defensive line. I forget his name, but that dude is strong as heck.
Yeah, him and Fred Warner.
Yeah, that dude's strong, man.
Hey, but look, you talking about a Roman defender? That's how Jeff Fuller used to be for us.
Yeah, Jeff Fuller. Yep.
He tore his whole shoulder off.
Yeah, Jeff Fuller. You right. Dang, Dallas beat them 40-0. Oh my!
It was all defense, man.
Jesus Christ!
Look at Dak Prescott's.
He only threw for 143 yards.
Yeah, it was all defense.
Dang. So let me see. 58-yard return off a blocked field goal. Brandon Arbery, a 21-yard field goal. Oh shoot! That's my buddy's grandson, Deron Bland. Oh man, that's Big Ed. He just sent me a message before the game and said, "Watch my grandson, number 26, for the Dallas Cowboys." Where's that? Ed Tompkins right here. It says, AD, I would like you to watch the Dallas game tonight and tell me what you think about my grandson, Deron Bland, number 26, quarterback. He was a rookie last year. This used to be my roommate, man. And he got a 22-yard interception return for a touchdown. That's cool, man.
Good for him.
Wow.
Hey, Rob just texted me, D. He said, what's up?
Who was that?
D. I mean, Rob.
Rob
Melon
who?
Man. Melon Man.
Oh, the Melon Man. The Melon Man. I'm going to go see the Melon Man again next week, I think. Yeah. Hey, he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
A good dude, man. We had a good little time there talking, man.
Yeah.
We had a good little time. Yeah, I didn't even, man, I just tripped. This dude sent me this morning at 11:49 telling me to watch the game. Wow. That's something. Ed, I'm going to have to call Ed tomorrow. I know he jumping all around like crazy. Because when this little kid, when this guy was a little kid, Ed and them used to come by the park where I played softball at, and he would have his grandson with him. This same little kid when he was a little kid. Deron Bland, interception for a touchdown. Then my other buddy Leroy, he got a cousin that number 24 for Buffalo, DB, number 24. So then they had Brandon Aubrey in the second quarter, 38-yard field goal, Tony Pollard, 2-yard run, Tony Pollard, 1-yard run, and then Cavante Turpin, 7-yard run. Final score, 40-0. New York need to be ashamed of themselves. They paid what's his name? How many yards did he have rushing? What's the boy name for them? That was talking all that stuff about how he needed money and the running backs take punishment more than anybody. Where is he at? Saquon Barkley had 12 carries for 51 yards. You got to go put up triple digits, dude, if you're going to talk like that. You know? You got to go put up triple digits, bro. So week 1 is gone, fellas. Week 2 coming up. Vaughn, you gotta you the host for the night. Let's get predictions for tomorrow night's game, and then you could pick next week host.
Do I pick him tonight or do I pick
You could pick him tonight. You could pick him tonight if you want. All right?
Wow.
So like I said,
I'll go with Buffalo tomorrow. I'm not picking a score.
You said who?
I'm going with Buffalo tomorrow because I ain't no Aaron Rodgers fan. So.
Got you. What you think about tomorrow, Roy?
I got Buffalo, man.
Okay. Don, what you think? Come on.
Buffalo.
You going with Buffalo?
Yeah.
Carl, you there? Or put in the chat, Carl, what you think? Who you think gonna win the Buffalo Jets game tomorrow?
I think Buffalo will win, but I hate being with everybody else, man. No. I like to go against the grain. No, Buffalo team's an experience, man. Come on, that experience.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna lose. They ain't gonna lose to the Jets, man.
Yeah. I go with Buffalo.
Anything is possible.
We got Buffalo in a wash with the whole Smack Talk Get Down crew. Now, if OB was here, he'd be like, I think the Jets would, and Aaron Rodgers.
Talk about a string of bad luck, man. Buffalo would always get there, man, and Jim Kelly, boy.
Jim Kelly, they went 5 times and lost.
I felt for them, man. I felt for them.
They went 5 times. Hey, BB, what's his name? BD or BB when he missed the one off the left post or whatever?
The game.
For the game, bro. For the game.
Right.
Jeez. Don B. Damn,
Yeah,
dude, how do you Dang.
But she said she caught COVID. I wonder how she did that.
Who?
Huh? Oh, hey, brother.
Hey, big ups to the folks that checked in over here on Facebook. That's on the Zoom Facebook. Next week, we looking for y'all to join in. Hit the link and come on, join in. Quit playing. Ronald Malone, I see you, baby. Just Lee Speaks. Lorenzo Beasley. Hey, Lorenzo, I have your address in my phone. Be looking for your shirts, man. Be looking for your shirts. We got them ready to go. Greg Brand, man, check in with us next week, man, on Zoom. And DJ Savage out there. DJ Savage is out there in Memphis too, Don. Looking for you guys to check in on the Zoom next week. Okay, Michael, we looking to see you, man. Mike Grimes, we looking to see you. Tanya, Jeff Hayden, we looking to see you next week. Les, we looking to see you. Corey, we looking to see you. Corey Monroe, we looking to see you too, man. Quit hiding in the cuts. Who else was on here?
Hey,
Ron
look,
Watts.
Hey, Don is still a DJ, man. He just does the remix to We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder instead of...
Y'all need to cut that out, man.
Hey, Don.
Y'all need to quit. Yeah.
Hey, Don, I actually seen a little bit of the service today, and your video is really nice. The video is nice and clear. I don't know what y'all were on. I think you said an iPad, right?
An iPad 9. iPad 9.
But y'all just need to get the audio connected into it.
We ran into a problem this morning. The Wi-Fi went out, and so we got to correct that. We got to get some more bandwidth, and we got to separate it. What has happened is, we got to set up a guest portal for everybody. Everybody in the church uses guest portal, and we use main bandwidth for the live streaming. So that's where the issue came in. That's what happened this morning. And so we already on it and got it taken care of.
Okay.
And you put some lights up in the church, so that made the lighting.
Yeah, and the lighting, the video was excellent. The audio was just basically you can hear yourself through the speakers in the church through the iPad. But remember that little dongle thing I told you to get? You can go right out of a booth outlet output.
They went and got a iRig or what have you.
iRig 2 or the iRig Stream, one of them.
Yeah, they got iRig. They went and got an iRig 2, and I bought them a longer cord, quarter inch on one end and quarter inch on the other, and they plugged it up, and then went right into the iPad, and it was working. But we got to work on the Wi-Fi, so it don't take up too much bandwidth, because you get too many people on there. Got 10 devices on there, and it uses the bandwidth, and so it'll knock something out.
Well, let me ask you this: but they plug in the iRig directly into the iPad?
Yeah.
But it's an iPad 9. It don't have the new lightning.
No, I just plugged it in with a three and a half
like
inch,
a headphone, like a headphone joint.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that'll work. The only thing about them iRigs, man, you gotta adjust them with that little bitty
gain on it.
Gain on it. You gotta get it just right, man, or it'll be. It seemed
like they had it this morning until the Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hopefully next week it'll be better, because that's what I've been trying to get on them about to straight.
Yeah.
So they finally got it straight, and so it'd be better sound. And also moved the iPad up a little closer, because they were all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And I said move it up midway up the aisle, so you get a better picture. And they're supposed to be getting some sort of switcher where they can zoom and pan and what have you with it.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Good stuff, man.
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
With that, what you got, Vaughn?
I was going to pick Rack if he was in here tonight, so I'll deal with him on the behind the scenes. But
okay.
I
Just
will
don't pick me.
Huh?
Just don't pick me. Cause
man?
I don't know. I gotta do my homework.
You probably right, man.
It's easy, Don. You seen Vaughn did it like he's been doing it for a minute.
I gotta do my homework in the middle of the week.
He
Well,
did
I'm
it.
gonna
Give me a cheat sheet and the cliff notes.
Hey, the notes be in the text.
Okay.
I give you the topics, what we gonna talk about.
You know, ministers be talking like that. No cliff notes. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I just did the cliff notes last Saturday at a funeral because they were running out of time, so I had to give them the cliff notes version of the eulogy.
You should have kept that in shirt.
And I got receipts on that.
You should have kept that with not even within the congregation, but among your, you know what I mean. So, then I'll slide it to Roy if Roy is game. Then since Donald is shying away from the opportunity.
Hey, you hear that, Roy?
I'll take it.
You on
I'll take it
deck?
if you want me to, man. I'll take it if you want me to.
Come on, man, make a decision.
You on
So
deck
what is
for
it?
host?
If you don't want it, I'm gonna give it to Roy by default, man. This ain't tag, man. So if you gonna take the aggressive, man. Huh?
He said he'll take it. He said he'll take it.
All right.
So Don, you up for next week?
I guess I am.
Okay, brother. I'm gonna put what I'm gonna do at the latest will be Saturday, and it'll pretty much be top stories, of course, in sports, current sports. You know what I mean? And then of course you'll have to cover like the Thursday night game, and then you'll have to cover the Sunday's games. Of course, your squad, the 49ers, and whoever else you want to talk about, and basically we lead into with this discussion. Of course,
So look,
you got college football.
Don't mix your Thursday night notes up with your Bible study.
Yeah.
Don't come on here with your sermon.
Don't come on here talking about turn to Exodus 3:14.
Hey, and I'm a host, I can do what I want to do. If I'm a host, I can do what I want to do.
Look, hey, look, don't be coming on here talking about you can send your tithes and offerings to Cash App. Pastor Donald Letcher $sign.
Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see me call.
I see it. But yeah, it's all good, man.
At Pastor Don Letcher $sign.
I'm glad I got 2 Mustangs on my side. My brother, I'll deal with him later.
Well, I got a 6:00 flight tomorrow, y'all. I'll check y'all out. Good chatting with you guys.
Well,
Okay,
look,
gentlemen.
Well, Carl is a Mustang by default, man. You would have had three Crusaders on there, me, Rack, and Carl.
Yeah.
Real talk. That's real talk.
Hey, but that Carl situation,
By default.
that Carl situation is still under investigation.
Crusader/Mustang.
Carl, you know your situation is still under investigation. You know that, right?
Well, thanks for the opportunity, brothers. I appreciate that, man. It's fun as my hat. So,
Hey, Vaughn, you did excellent, bro.
Did a great job.
You did excellent, bro. Big ups to you, man.
right on, brother.
Much love.
Hey, you put your name in the hat for the end of the season. Hey, host of the year. Get to host the Super Bowl edition of the Smack Talk Get Down. So we take a vote.
Right.
We take a vote amongst ourselves, and and when we vote, you can't vote for yourself, right? And we even gonna ask the people that have tuned in, you know, hey, who you voting for host of the year? The hosts are gonna win. They get their Smack Talk Get Down polo shirt. They can wear their team hat, and they get to host the Super Bowl edition. You know what I mean?
That'll work.
So you got your name in the hat, bro. You was first up.
Right on,
Hey,
brother.
but your team got to be in the Super Bowls.
No. They just get to do the Super Bowl. It don't matter who it is. You know what I mean? They get to do the Super Bowl edition. You know? Gentlemen, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, bro.
You too, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Good.
Y'all have
All
a blessed evening and a very blessed week, man. I'm on Thursday. If y'all want to just chime in for the DJD show, I'm be touching on some of the things that we deal with in today's climate as black folks, period. I'm going to keep it real, man.
Right,
and I would appreciate any feedback, any input, any suggestions, anything that we could share with whoever be listening that may help them deal with the climate we live in. Word up.
All right.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Be blessed. Love y'all, man. See y'all next week. Again, Von, great job, man. Great job. Great job.
Great job, man. You did a wonderful job, brother.
All right, guys.
I'll be in touch with you, man.
All right, bro.
All right. Peace.
Word up. It's your boy, DJD. For those of y'all that checked in tonight. For those of y'all that checked in tonight. For those of y'all that checked in tonight. Word up. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Word up. We appreciate y'all. That's the DJD Smack Talk Get Down every Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Every Sunday, right here live on Facebook, live on Zoom, live on YouTube. We appreciate everybody that checked in tonight. We appreciate y'all. Big NFL discussion. We touched on our black women making noise in the world of sports. Big ups again to Coco. Big ups to Shakari. I believe that's how you say her name. 100 meters, World Games. Big ups to the Louisiana State University basketball team. Word up. Big ups to those that checked in tonight. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I want to get y'all over on Zoom, man. Come on. Join us on Zoom, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be afraid. Put your face in the place. Big ups to LaRue. Big ups to Ronald Malone. Big ups to Ravada Clarkson checking in. Big ups to Michael Fox checking in tonight. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Les, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Michael, Grimes, hey, appreciate you, man. Liddell Smooth Flavor, we appreciate you. Corey Monroe, come on Zoom next week, brother. Word up. For all those that checked in, we appreciate y'all. We love you, man. Word up. We about to end it for the night. We about to end it for the night. Join us next week. Smack Talk Get Down. If you're not doing nothing Thursday at 6 p.m., join the DJD show featuring the DJD Connection, 100% freestyle motivation, connecting the world one person at a time. We talk about issues. We talk about issues that we face as black folks. I'm sorry, some people may not like talking about those issues, but I think, and it's just my opinion, I think the only way we deal with those issues is we get them out. We talk about how people feel and think about it and ways that we can combat the ways that we have been mistreated and continue to be mistreated. And that's all. That's it and that's all. Whoever don't like it, oh well, that's an issue you need to work out. Word up. I love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease from your boy, DJD. Big ups to them Bay Area teams that won. I got to check on the Giants score, see if the Giants won tonight. Niners did what they need to do, took care of business. Hey, Raiders did what they need to do, took care of business. Love y'all. Till next week. Peace, love, and hair grease from your boy, DJD.